everybody. Welcome to another week of the Chilled Pint. This week we have a pretty new game to PC with Octopath Traveler, which Adam has played some of. He said it's really good. And we've got 4 arseholes again, and we've got
2 of us down.
News. So hopefully you'll enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, talking about enjoying, I saw like over the stream there. You had I saw like an exotic looking bottle top. Looks like you've had a new beer. I haven't seen that one before. What's that you got?
Right. Well, I've not tried this yet.
Ooh.
But this is one I've not heard of before. It's from Witchwood. Black Witch.
Right. Yeah, I've not seen that one.
5%. Shall we give it a go?
Yeah. What is it? Read us a label. Give me the aromas. I want to hear like the beer sommelier.
Well, the thing with Witchwood is they always do a great write-up. So the it's all just addresses after that. But the write-up is, the Black Witch has cast a spell. Start with a measure of alluringly rich dark malt and allow the bitterness to creep in. This silky smooth porter is a force to be reckoned with. So let's see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well, do you know what? On a serious note, right? I was having this discussion with Tish, right, my wife, for viewers.
Fucking hell.
Nice then. Forced to be reckoned with.
I like Witchwood beers, but that tastes like, you know when you have a barbecue?
Yeah.
And there's that sausage that's been like, that was the first on the grill, and it's the last one off, like at the end of the night. It's that forgotten sausage in the corner.
Yeah.
And it's just pure black.
The charcoal, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they taste like.
Nice. Just like... So for the 8 guys who watch this video, don't buy Witchwood. That'll show them. Stock prices in Witchwood plummet.
No, Witchwoods are usually pretty good. You've got the King Goblin, I think, is about 6.5%.
It's good. I got into that at Canterbury.
Yeah.
I was living down that way. So it's good Witchwood.
Yeah, it is like.
And the other one, there's a factual for you. The brewery, the sort of native brewery in Canterbury, Shepherd's Name, is the oldest still going brewery in Britain.
Is it?
Yeah, like 1720 or something like that. But,
shame the beer's not that good.
So I can't stand it either. Oh god, there's a. Oh, do you know? I was saying I had a serious discussion with Tish. Do you know you were reading the label on the back of there?
Yeah.
Right. So we're having this debate where Tish, like, she's a real sort of fan of the wine, and that's not a euphemism. Like, she does actually like. Oh, that's not just. Oh, she's a fan of the wine, which is. Just a lush. There's no, and she was basically saying that wine's better than beer because it has more expression. And I was like, no, that's bollocks. And to me, I mean, granted, I'm not a big wine drinker, but I drink plenty of wine. I think the scope of wine flavour is way narrower than beer. Like, you know, the actual range of flavours you can have in beer is way wider than you can have in wine.
Yeah, especially now.
Exactly. I mean, especially in Britain, we went through a really shitty period since from like basically as far as we like the beginning since mass-produced beer came in.
Yeah.
This is why Europe has it all over us. You might disagree with you might not like Belgian lagers, but they had like 170 of them. You know what I mean? Whereas we had like 4 beers and like 1 lager. In Britain, didn't we? That was at Carlin. And the rest were just the imports of like Foster's, Stella. That was about it, you know what I mean? Like, they're really like mass produced.
Yeah.
So, but like last sort of 15, maybe 20, 15 years, it's sort of come alive a bit. And it's like, awesome. And I thought, do you know what? The reason why like beer is seen as shitty is because it was shitty for all these years. But like,
Yeah.
people started taking it seriously. Like, you're on a cooking program, right? And this has changed very recently, but up until very recently, you had a cooking program on Saturday evening or whatever, or Saturday morning, and they're always pairing the food with wine, and they got a
Yeah.
fucking special guy on, sommelier to say, oh, fucking stick his nose in it and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, oh, this wine, yeah. Well, maybe not like that. Yeah, this fucking wine, mate. You got fucking pair it with like, I know, fucking fish or something. you know. But the point is, he's giving it a sniff, and he's like, and he said, "Oh, there's the bouquets of things that'll go with this food or this food." Norfolk was doing that for beer.
Yeah,
Even though,
yeah.
like,
Well, you do now, don't you? Yeah.
yeah, that's really recent though.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, so that's just got. Do you know, it's taken that long to raise the profile of beer up
Well,
to
I
where
mean,
it should be. A superior drink.
It's like that beer I had, wasn't it? Before, with the banana bread and the chocolate. Like, even banana bread, there you go. How versatile in flavours can you get?
Yeah, I mean, the point is, that banana bread, that's basically a gimmick. But it's
Oh,
still
yeah,
delicious.
but like I said, it proper stank of banana bread, though. So it's not as if it's like you get some wines and it's like, oh, it tastes like this, it tastes like this. And you try it and you're like, oh, you mean vinegar? It tastes like vinegar. Right.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? We're over in France, right? And do you know what? This was, when was this? Not long ago. It was about, 2 months ago? Ish? Dan, do you remember when I was in France?
No, because I wasn't there.
I can't remember. Right, anyway, I was over in France at some point. And so me and Tish, we hit the supermarket and we're like, do you know what? We're going to just like get some sort of like mid-range wines, Get a nice bottle, get a couple of shitty bottles and get some mid-range. See what's going on. And I swear to God, this is probably the voice of a philosopher. Tish vehemently disagreed with this. But I was like, do you know what? The very best wine that we sort of did, we got a really nice bottle and all the middle bottles and then the shit one. I'd say the difference between a really nice bottle and a really shit bottle in France was like 10% difference, in overall flavour.
Oh, right, I was going to say 10% of what?
Yeah, I was just like,
can you really
a lot of variety
give a
there,
percentage of flavour?
So, again, sorry, man.
Can you really give a percentage of flavour?
Yeah, I know you can't really, but the point is, it's like, just say I give the top one, just say I give that a 10 out of 10. I wouldn't. I would say it was about an 8 out of 10. Like, literally, the really shitty one was like, 7. So
Yeah.
it's like, there's like, but even within that, if you think about the spectrum of flavors, like if I'm saying beer, like your flowery IPAs over here, and you like your stouts over here, right?
Yeah.
Like the whole range of flavor on those wines is about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I say,
Just
because a lot of them just taste like vinegar, slightly different vinegar, but vinegar.
Well, to be honest, the really good one tasted like the really cheap one, but just slightly less vinegary. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that Straw Hat. That's actually British wine. It's imported grapes, but it's made in Britain, and that's quite fruity actually. The red. I quite like that.
Yeah, I remember having this explained to me. Do you know the difference between like a British wine is imported grapes and an English wine is grown here? Yeah. But I was thinking, like, do we want it grown here?
Well, exactly. I mean, we've got our beer.
Yeah. We've got hops, man. That's it. Just wheat.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, to cut a long story short, beer's better than wine. And we all agreed that that's a fact.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were meant to be doing something with a game, aren't we? That was it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I think we were doing Octopath Traveler, I believe.
And with a seamless introduction, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Octopath Traveler. So, right, here we go. Octopath
Right.
Traveler. So, this is a game. Actually, Dan, you bought this for my birthday, I believe, didn't you? That's it. So, thank you very much. This came out, about what, a year ago? No, not even that. How long ago on the Switch?
Yeah, maybe about a year, 9 months, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, it's come over to Steam, and this was about a month ago, I believe.
Yeah.
So basically,
Maybe a bit longer.
And I have to say, for a person who has no time to play on video games, you wouldn't believe it. Like watching, I suppose you watch every week where I prefix it with like, so I've been cheating on this game because I ain't got time to be fucking grinding or whatever. This one, I've played it legit, and this is the beauty of this game. I'm not gonna lie. It's in fact, I'm gonna play it so you can see it. So the look of this game, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. It's
like 3D, 2.5D, isn't it?
Yeah, like I say, so it's got that feel, that aesthetic of like your classic RPG. So this is almost like, I think I heard someone describe it as almost like a love affair or love tribute to the classic JRPGs.
Yeah.
Which it is. So the art style's clearly 100% all this, but it's got the layered, it's got the 2.5D thing going on. Everything about it's just sort of beautiful and artistic to look at. You never get tired of looking at the game. But do you know what? I'm gonna find out where I'm meant to be going actually.
So where are we at the moment with it?
So at the minute,
basically
the story
without spoiling it.
Yeah.
What's like the story?
So let me zoom out from the world map. This is probably a great place to start. So there's 8 characters in this game. When you first start off, you pick a character to start off at one of these villages around here.
Okay.
And you can start as that character. And my understanding is, so I've seen people play it through on YouTube and whatnot. You can play the entire game with one character, start to finish.
Oh, okay, right.
Because each character has got their own paths. Broken into 4 chapters. And if you want, you can just have that one character, smash through all 4 chapters, end of game.
Alright,
But
okay.
obviously you don't get any of the other, 7 characters' stories at all.
Octopath, get it now.
Yeah, exactly. 8 different
Right.
paths. So the only impact that the choosing a character at the start of the game is, as you can see, if you can't change your party here, but you can never get that character out your party. That's your main character, is locked in the entire game.
Okay.
So you can only change the other 3 members of your party. But outside of that, no consequence whatsoever. You can then go pick up
your end.
as many of the other characters as you like or don't want to, and
so when you say
in any order you like, more or less.
When you say pick them up, what do you mean? Like where from?
Well, as in their hometown. So the story's framed that basically these guys have all got their own separate stories that have nothing to do
Rain
with
and arrows up on them.
Right. So it's not like at a certain point in the game another character will be in this place, or they'll be in that place, or they'll be in that place.
They're all in their starting villages, which is they've all got their own towns. They're waiting to go on an adventure, basically, and you just catch them at the very point they're about to set off. You know,
just sat there thinking, God, I wish someone would come and take me on an adventure.
Well, yeah, basically, that's what they're doing. Like, they're all in a predicament where they need someone to go with them.
Right.
So,
okay.
So,
aren't we all though, really, in real life?
And that's it. So that's how they find themselves. Oh. And so let's say you pick them up, and then you can progress through each of their chapters. Obviously, each chapter's got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. But I can do chapter 1 and 2 with one character, then switch to another and do chapter 1.
Oh, so you can. So you can switch characters but you've always got your main.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
All right. So when you go for another character, do you get their like intro?
Yes.
Oh, so you don't have to like replay the game like 8 times.
No, nothing like that. In fact, it gives you just a little like 2-minute recap when you take up the next chapter of the story about what's happened previously. Because you could have played 20 hours before the last time you touched their story.
Yeah.
So it's and the brilliant thing is, I've been playing this in like bite-sized chunks of about half an hour, and it's fantastic. You know, you just get up, smash a few, walk to the next village, half an hour's worth of play. Fantastic. Get in their little old story, half an hour, maybe 40 minutes in a chapter. Yeah. You know, it's like, it's great.
Well, that's probably because it was originally from the Switch, which is obviously a portable device.
Mm.
So it's meant for like, you know, like being on the train or whatever.
I never thought of that. That's a good point. Yeah. Well, either way, I like it because, like I say, no one's got time to be faffed about it.
Well,
It's like,
yeah.
no, the
Let's
classic
not
ones like
begin.
The Witcher. No one's got time for that.
Oh god, 6 months it took me
What
to
next?
complete The Witcher. Probably longer, probably like 8.
Well, I think the thing is, we like completionists, aren't we? We like to do everything. Whereas,
Yeah. I think most gamers are though, aren't they?
yeah, it's true. Like I say,
My
it's-
turn
that's
now.
just- when you've got that attitude, you know, I don't even think I barely started the
My
story
turn.
on Witcher. I was just doing all side quests for about.
Oh yeah, you've got to do your
Where's
side
the
quest
nearest
first.
tavern?
I mean, I know the world is ending and stuff, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Somebody needs 8 buttercups collecting.
Yeah. There was what? Oh, was that Red Dead Redemption? I think where someone needed a frying pan.
I don't
Oh,
remember that one.
Quick.
It probably
yeah,
was.
Yeah, I think that was Red Dead Redemption.
must be
There, it's just
defeated.
like,
What?
and it turned out she was like a cannibal. Yeah, that's it. You took her the frying pan, and she was just like, "Oh, great, I can cook people in it now." And you're like, "Okay." Kind of wish I hadn't spent any time helping you now.
They
what
should
we
have,
do?
because there's another quest quite similar to that in The Witcher. The Witcher 3.
I might well. It's the only Witcher I've played, so actually it might well be The Witcher. Right. Anyway, so back to this. So you look at the fight menu. Obviously, you can see like classic structure.
So is this the weight system turn-based?
Yes.
Letting my
So
arrow
up at
fly
the top
true.
there, this took me a while to fathom out, way longer than it should have done. But the sort of the row on the left there is whose turn it is this turn,
Yeah.
and the one on the right is next turn. So because obviously depending on which actions you do this turn, it might affect which order it happens next turn. So there's absolutely nothing. So for those who like their tactics, there's nothing here that's left to chance or surprise. There's very little element of randomness.
Yeah. Reminds me
you
a bit
can
of Final Fantasy X, that, where you'd have your thing on the right, where it would show you whose
Yes.
turn it is.
Exactly like that. So there's like very little element of random. So you can really lock in a strategy against enemies, if you know.
Yeah.
But that being said, it is is very tactical when you get going. I mean, I'm cutting through these lower end level dudes because I mean this is an area I've sort of scouted already.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see me largely just.
What to
And are the
do?
levels on this then?
Yes, so your classic experience points levels up, and the level up actually is just your stats, really. Your stats are mainly affected by, I mean, in a classic way, it just does your stats. There's no the job system in this. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this just because I've got quite a bit of money. Oh, do you know what? I said I didn't cheat on this game. I give myself a shitload of money right out the door. So I wasn't going to grind for cash. So that's it. So I can do this, like, buy a veteran soldier to come and fight for me. Just do gratuitous
Time to
damage.
close up shop.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've been good. that would be game breaking, like, which I've just done. But I swear, apart from just to show you there the sake of it, I haven't actually used that for. Because do you know what? If this was any other game, I'd just be like, every time it's a grind, I'd just be doing that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't be bothered. Just smash out like the one-hit kill. But I haven't been on this, which shows you like actually it's the amount of leveling up you need to do is pretty much the exact amount of walking you need to do from town to town.
Right.
And
okay. Yeah.
there's nothing else to it really. It's quite good. So it's that being said, I've just gone the wrong way. Like, so I've been concentrated. So so there's no just having to run around and level up and stuff. It's just
that's the thing. Like, well, you and me both were like massive Final Fantasy fans up to a certain point.
Yeah.
And like that was the only thing with the Final Fantasies is like the bits where you had to grind a bit, even just for abilities, not even just for like level it up, just to get an ability or something.
Yeah.
That's the only thing like with Final Fantasies that is the downside.
Yeah, and I have to admit, they what was I gonna say? 10 was probably the worst if you really wanted to play it like we do and complete everything. No, think about like your Dark Aeons and stuff. You had to be at like level 99 with everyone, ultimate weapons.
Yeah, you did like. Oh, and those lightning strikes. Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, and the bit that killed it for me was the Chocobo race. You had to finish it in 0 seconds.
Do you know what? I'm not too bad at that. I replayed it about a year ago or something. Yeah. And I think I got it like the second time.
Oh, Jesus.
Because obviously
I played that for about a week and getting just floating around like 0.6 seconds.
I think it was like you know like that knowledge that is just there.
It's just locked in.
Yeah, like you've never needed it again, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hang on. Like there's like the little workers in your brain have gone back to the old filing system. They've gone like, oh, there it is. That's how we do it.
That's great. But I'll talk about this character. So my main character is this one here. The one it's called. I've been pronouncing it wrong. I was been pronouncing it Haint, but it's Hannit. Quite clearly Hannit as well, the way it's spelled. So I've been pronouncing it like Taint. You know.
Okay. Because I did remember you saying to me, her name sounds like Taint.
What's yours is mine.
Yeah, this is like, so it turns out it doesn't.
No.
Where's the nearest
So
tavern?
she's a huntress, and I have to admit, she's the best character to play with, and I know that for a fact now. She has got the stupidest accent. It's like, oh, cometh here. Like, oh, it's like, letteth my arrow flyeth through the window. like, dude, no one had that many uths. You know what I mean? No one has ever talked like that. It's just absolutely infuriating. Right, and you've got, so he's a guy, and you've got some path actions depending on which characters you got in your party. So I can provoke him, and it basically just means batter him, right? Yeah. Steal stuff, I can make him follow me, or I can buy stuff off him.
Yeah.
Now, there's another one, which is Inquire. Now, I've got no one in my party who can Inquire and sort of
okay, so it depends on the skills.
Yeah. So if I change my party members and come back, I could, like, press secret information out of him. And the cool thing is that 4 of the characters are like nobly aligned, so they do things in an honourable and sort of thingy way, and 4 sort of roguish lines, so they do shit in a sneaky way.
Right.
So there's 2 characters. There's I'm gonna show you. In fact, let's go to the character menu, see if I can show you. Right. So going from the top, Hannit is a rogue sort of huntress. She's a fighter, but she's a hunter. She's sort of rogue aligned. So she can provoke people into fighting by just basically, oh, fuck your mum. You know, you're assuming sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, my favourite one was like, I'm going to plant a mango tree in your mum's fanny and fuck your sister in the shade. Oh, sorry, I should be clear. That line isn't in the game.
No, right.
Because that would put a whole spin on this, like... Yeah. So what I should have explained is I've been doing my own voiceovers, like while this has been going on when I'm provoking people. Yeah. So there's that. It's probably the reason why I wasn't listening to how her name was actually pronounced. Because I'm too busy talking of it.
Is the voice acting in this?
Yeah, it's all the main scenes are fully voice acted,
Right.
and all the side quests have got like general sort of sound bites. So like if someone says, "Oh, well, do you know?" She wants to say, "Oh, thank you for coming with me. It was, do you know, your help was fantastic." There'll be a little bit that says, "I am grateful."
Right.
I am grateful. It's like, oh, okay, great. Shut up about it. Therion, he's a the counterpart to her is basically Orbrick, who's sort of like this hedge knight who's like, you know, honourable. Are you thinking like some sort of creepy hangs out in bushes guy? Or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Or I was thinking like he's one of those like, you know, like he's been born into it, but like he's a really shit knight. So it's like you could be in charge of the hedges.
largely. But he's like a fantastic warrior of a fallen kingdom. Who just sort of who's slumming it out in a mountain village, just like protect them. And he's a bit more noble and honest. So he challenges people to a duel in an honourable way. You just fucking go and start shit talk them. It's like Therion is a thief.
Oh, there's always a thief in there. There's always a thief.
And Tressa down here is the just up there. She's a merchant. So Therion can steal stuff free. Tressa can buy it. So obviously there's obvious advantages in both. Like you can't afford to steal, so you can't afford to buy something.
Yeah.
You can have a go at stealing it, but you can't guarantee success.
Yeah,
You're much more likely to succeed with buying. Most people will let you buy just about anything, but the problem is it burns through your money, obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas some things just aren't for sale. You know,
right.
People don't want to sell them. Whereas you can still get them by thieving, but you got to be good at thieving. You know, so there's places for the good role and the bad role. So some people can't be provoked, and other people just don't want to fight, like honourable. You know, so some people you got to provoke them, and other people. You know, like they'll just be like, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm not raising to your bait." Yeah. And Ophelia is sort of like this saccharine and sort of goody two shoes, daughter of a priest who's going on a pilgrimage for her sister because their father's ill and she doesn't want her sister to have to go like holier than thou, and she sort of gets people to come with her on her pilgrimage, and basically she summons that you probably saw summon in battle there.
I haven't been.
Just gets I'll show you.
Really.
So instead of actually summoning monsters, let's just get into a little fight here. So instead of summoning monsters, she just summons the people she's persuaded to come along with her.
There is a
Fight for her. So it's
letting the hunt begin.
Right, I'll show you that. You'll see this in a bit. You'll notice that she has hunter skills because she's a hunter. Now I've actually got a second job class for her, so I've started teaching her warrior stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
But
So you can,
the
like,
job
mix and
system
match?
just tells you which skills you can equip, you know, and sort of which basically attacks you get to do. So her main thing is she can either summon a beast that she's captured, these guys.
Oh, right,
or she can
yeah.
have a go at capturing them. And obviously, if you haven't bothered attacking them, the chances of capturing them are pretty low. But as you batter them to death, they get a tap or tag.
Yeah.
Do you find this, like, in RPGs? Like, you start out thinking, oh yeah, I'll do magic and I'll do this and I'll do it, and you end up just hitting
The
everyone.
hunt endeth.
Yeah.
Because it's because it's just quicker.
Yeah. It is.
Like, you can literally just sit there, especially when you're grinding,
in
you
this
just go,
area.
X,
I
X,
should really
X,
be in this
X,
area.
X, yeah.
Anyway, what else should you be? Oh, let's go back. I'll finish the point I was saying. But she can get people to fight for her. And there's this other character called... Oh, goodness. I've forgotten her name. But she's a stripper. No, she's a prostitute. Right?
Alright.
She's a dancer. But like you look at
Right.
the dialogue in the game, they don't hold back. It's like basically she's like the guy who she's been working for. She's a princess of a kingdom whose father was killed, and she's deliberately being a prostitute so she can come across the father's attackers. You know, like bide her time until she
Right.
thinks, if I'm a prostitute sooner or later, one of them, my dad's killers, is gonna try and shag me. And then I'll get my revenge. So it's like that's pretty much how she's been biding the time. And she does, you know, the whole dancing thing and buffety party and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But her thing is like she doesn't ask people to come along on pilgrimage with her. She just actively seduces them. Yeah.
All right.
Like against their will to sort of come along with you. And I'm trying to think who the other. So we've done Hint and Aldrich, Therion, and there's a Alf, or whatever his name is. He's an apothecary. Oh no! Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's Alf and someone else. What's his name?
You tell me.
Basically, a scholar and an apothecary, who are both, you know, the good and the bad one. So the scholar is the bad one. Surprisingly,
Really?
the apothecary. Yeah, I know. I thought that. And the apothecary is the good one because he just wants to help people and cure them and shit, you know. And so you can. He just goes up and he's really friendly and he chats to people, whereas the scholar just like goes and scrutinises them like Sherlock style. It's like, I smell pussy on your loins. I shells you have been shagging your missus. No, I mean, not shagging someone other than your missus, sort of thing. Like, oh fuck. But you do that a little bit too much in town and people get pissed off and try to chuck you out of town.
Oh Christ! Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same with the thieving and things. So like all the roguish ones, their skills tend to get called out more. And if you fail, like it really fucks up your reputation in a town.
Right.
So like you won't be able to buy stuff and, you know, whatnot, and characters won't talk to you and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah. A bit like Skyrim sort of thing, where you go into a town and if you get caught, it's like the guards will just come after you all the time and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, basically, this stuff is really simple, but then when you think, having to sit here and explain it now, it sort of just shows like, oh, Jesus, actually, there's a lot to this game. You know what I mean? Like,
And they took a lot of stuff from a lot of places.
Oh, yeah. So look, I'm going to steal this just because I can. 100% success rate, wind of tyre. Right, you know. I mean, I know I've got infinite like money, but no.
That's an important question. Is it autosave, or can you have multiple saves?
You can have multiple saves.
Excellent.
There is an autosave backup, but it's not really meant to be used.
Because that's what everyone wants to know, really, isn't it?
Exactly. It's like, oh, should I provoke him or should I guide him? See how strong he is. Oh, screw him, no. Let's provoke him since he's a weakling. Actually, let's just see if these, there's so many creatures I've never seen before. Been gathering rare furs. No, yeah, well, I'm about to batter you to death for it. Right, let's see how this works out
Now,
for you.
let us hunt him.
Poor guy, he was just standing in the woods.
What next?
The interesting thing is, when I provoke, I can't fight myself. I can only get my animals to fight for me. So her main animal that you can't run out of is this bad boy or bad girl.
Thou didst fight with
Alright.
Sorry, that was an easy fight.
Yeah, done.
Yeah, so he's just like this snow leopard who just comes in. But you can any creature you fight, you can capture and make fight for you. This is pretty cool. But let's see where I am. I'm up here. Do I want to go north? Is there a more northerly way to go? I have to admit, navigating on the world map to a new area is quite tricky. You have to. There's signposts, physical signposts out in the world, and they're worth. You kind of have to pay attention to them because otherwise you will just get lost.
I do kind of like those maps, like this one, where it's not exact.
Yeah.
Because I always think, like, it's cheating. You know, when you go into a game and you look on the map and it tells you exactly where you are, exactly where the corridors are, exactly where all the doors are, you think, yeah, but you wouldn't really know all that.
Yeah. And this, all you get, you can't see because it's behind my head, but all you get is a little circular dot with a sort of, it tells you where like the save point is, direction, but there's no layout, there's no mini-map, it's just, this is in this direction.
Yeah. I mean, but then there's the opposite side of the spectrum. I mean, I'm currently playing Darksiders 3, and there's no map at all.
It's like, so you got to remember everything.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. I'm having to write down where all the secret areas are because I can't check on the map.
Jesus, right, here we go.
What next?
Which some people like, but me personally, I would rather have some sort of map, even if it's not a perfect map.
So the way combat works in this, it's really about. So my main character is really overpowered. She's like 20 levels ahead of everybody else. Because I've literally just changed party.
Right.
So that's why she's kind of cutting through people quite easily. But normally you have a look at like, do you see these shields? You try to find a vulnerability, whack them down with that, just so they've got a vulnerability to axes. You hit them with an axe so many times until they're broken and they're staggered. And once they've done that, that's when you can start dealing out the real damage.
Yeah.
Now, you see up above, you see the little yellow dots up next to the character names.
All right, yeah. I can't
they're
remember
the
saying it,
boost
yeah.
points. So I'm just going to defend a boost attack, or steal, whatever.
What's yours is mine.
And you'll notice after every turn's ends, they get an extra boost point. Now, if you use that boost point, you can make, like, you can attack twice, so you see they're activated, you can see it's gone 2, so I've boosted.
Yes.
I can take it off. So I could attack twice, instead of just once, or up to 4 times.
Right, yeah.
And it's a strategy of like, do I just attack 4 times with a weak weapon to break them? Or do I save my boosts, break them slowly, while they're dishing out a load of damage to you, knowing that when you do break them, you could unleash 4 attacks while they're weak and defenseless. Or it might not be 4 attacks, if it's magic, it might be a level 4 spell sort of thing, or something.
Yeah.
Or, the ultimate, more powerful version. So let's have a look at cleric skills. Holy Light. Yeah, so let's cast Holy Light at level 2.
Oh, sacred light!
Yay!
What to do?
So let's have a look. Merchant skills.
The winds of fortune are howling.
So a good thing, I was saying, like they have skills that are, basically the same. The path actions, where the good guy has a version and the bad guy, the rogue one has a version. But their actual actions, according to their jobs, are all different for every character. So there's definitely situations where you need all the characters, to choose from in order to be able to like work a fight effectively.
Yeah.
So I've definitely gone into fights with a party that's just not suitable for it.
Yeah. If you go like all,
it's a long slog.
Yeah. Like if you go all honourable, they might not have an ability that you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like for example, the scholar has an ability called Analyze and a load of elemental magic. He can cast all the elemental magic, and he's got an ability Analyze to find out weaknesses. Yeah.
Like scan. Yeah.
Yeah. But then when you find out that you can't actually use weapons properly, so it's like right, let's have a look. Sorry, I'm talking stuff again. Right, let's do cross strike.
You can totally tell like this is a proper like homage to the old RPG. Like,
oh, it really is. So like I said, he wasn't weak to knives there, so like he just took no damage.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna use an item.
What we haven't talked about is what's even the story then? Or is it just different for every character?
It's different for every character, so there's
My
8
turn now.
totally separate stories going on.
Okay.
But
So
I'll
there's
give
no,
you, I'll
like-
give you the one away for hint. Sorry, not hint. And it. I'll miss Taint today.
Yeah.
What next?
So she's a hunter, and she's been trained, but she's like the second best hunter in the village. Her master is like, he's not the chief of the village, but he's the head hunter. He's the master hunter, most skilled. And he's, as good as he is at hunting, he's a bit of a whoremonger and a gambler. Right? And,
So he needs her to go and get this stripper.
yeah, pretty much. So it's,
Here I
but
go.
he's been summoned and he's out on this master hunt. Like, you know, for this legendary beast. But it goes a bit wrong. And he gets turned into stone.
Alright.
She gets summoned to try and help. Well, actually, she doesn't get summoned. He goes missing. She gets summoned. She finds it. Turns out he's been turned to stone. Because this beast he's been hunting to petrify him. And so now she's hunting around for a cure for him.
Yeah.
That's as far as I am with her story.
Soft. That's what you want.
Yeah. The merchant,
Super
she just
soft.
wants to go explore the world. The scholar. He got basically accused of being a paedophile and had to leave. So it's,
Alright.
like, it's all in a very JRPG way, like, oh, how could you think you had that relationship? Why could you lie like this a bit? But basically what happened is he was a teacher who got accused of shagging one of his pupils and had to leave his town. I was like, that's a bit like, if it wasn't for the dressing up, that's like in a child-friendly way.
Yeah.
That he's a paedophile. It's what we get there. So,
Well, there's no
but that
like,
being,
there's no like big overarching story then, or not that you know of yet.
not that I know of yet, no. No,
So that's quite interesting. That
What a nice
because like,
breeze.
I suppose, yeah, it is just 8 strangers
Yeah,
traveling around doing their own stuff, put together.
Huh? Oh,
Come
sacred
on.
light.
so you can see this party is not set up to fight this thing. We've got no way to kill it. Like, we've got no tricks up our sleeve, so it's just stood there. Like, sucking up our damage. We've got no way to chip away its vulnerability. But
I
I'm
mean,
going to take...
it must be magic based, is it?
It is. It's a light elemental. So I need the stripper here because she can cast dark magic.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know what?
Oh, I just realised.
Take this!
Yeah, like
Yeah,
how ridiculous that sounds.
yeah, the stripper can just like,
And that's
oh, dark occult
Yeah.
shit.
All strippers have dark magic, you know. I mean,
Yeah, oh yeah. Make all that money fucking vanish from your wallet.
using
like
their
with dark-
womanly ways with their dark magic. Kid.
Do you know, I'm really thinking I've just totally gone like the wrong way to where I want to go. But it's alright, I'm exploring a cave.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to spoil anything anyway, do we? So,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be honest,
Letting us begin in.
that's it. In terms of playing through the story, yeah. Oh god, these look.
oh yeah, they look a bit.
Right, cleric skills.
Let your wounds be healed.
Oh, damn it, I haven't got the scholar. I can't cast any fire.
Oh,
What next?
But they have got a weakness to swords.
yeah, but what about the thing at the back?
Yeah, good point. Do you know what? Really, I bet he's an ice elemental. Yeah, so I could have really used with someone who's capable of doing fire here. Do you
Yeah.
know what? Let's be sensible about this. Let's have a look, see if I can do it with the swords.
I do find it great how, like, we just took a look at it and went, I bet that's ice.
Yeah.
I bet you need fire for that.
Jeez, what? Oh, well, so yeah. Cheers. Oh,
Well, that took care of them.
oh, I've got the Thief's Wildfire.
Try this.
Hey, there we go.
He does have a fire spell.
Let's do this.
Yeah, whoa.
Letting the hunt beginning.
What else do you think he'll be weak against? Lightning?
Mm,
I got one lightning attack.
Lightning.
Possibly.
Done my bidding.
Yes! Hey! Ah! Oh, damn, that hit.
Don't play with fire.
Here I go. For you.
Yeah, I don't think you've got much there, really.
Yeah.
My turn now.
Right, Ophelia, what are you gonna do?
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Oh,
It's my turn now.
I've
Letting
just
the
got to wait
hunt
for Hannah
beginning.
to say, right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, so I'm gonna de-boost that.
Lightning. Done my bidding.
Oh, didn't make a difference in the end.
I've just noticed
Against
as well.
with courage.
Even the
that?
fight itself is kind of 2.5D. Like the camera rotates a bit.
Yeah, it does.
That's quite cool.
Right. And littered about the place, there's other things like this. Like, this is a chest only a thief can open.
Ah, right, yeah.
Ooh, soul hatchet. Quick. So who uses soul hatchet?
Oh, you
You
had
can
a
probably
fire
tell
axe.
from the menus I also cheated just before this. I loaded up 99 items just to speed stuff up. Do you know what? I forgot I'd done this. I was like, I've only cheated on the money. Oh, but apart from this, what you're about to say, well, I've just told you. No, I forgot about it. I have to admit, I thought he had a lot of items. I forgot I'd done it. Right, soul hatchet. Do I want to take away that physical attack? Probably not. Nah, God. Okay, let's keep seeing what we've got here.
You know what annoys me?
God.
People who complain at people who cheat.
They're people with too much time on their hands.
Well, it's not that. I mean, I cheat on games, but what I tend to do is I finish the game first, and then I'll go and cheat.
Yeah, that's not even cheating then. That's not cheating at all. See, what
Well, then
I would
you
say
get
is
these,
I am
like-
actually full on cheating. But
Yeah.
I like to cheat to save time. Like, I
Oh,
like
yeah,
to
yeah,
remove
yeah.
the
I mean-
grind. And the only thing I've had to do on this, up until I literally loaded this thing here, is the extra money.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I've
trying to
just
think.
put on-
There was a game recently where I cheated first time through,
Yeah.
and that was only because I wasn't enjoying the game.
Yeah.
So I cheated to make it more enjoyable. I can't think what it was though. But anyway, it basically by cheating it made the game more enjoyable.
What next?
Yeah.
It
Well,
wasn't
that's
like
what
it
I'd
wasn't
normally
like
find.
it wasn't
So
like
when we
God
do
mode
Final
or
Fantasy
anything.
12 next week, you got to see a perfect example of that. Having to cheat and just make it passable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like these purists who say like, you know, oh, you shouldn't cheat, that's not how it was designed. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah. Well, that'd be funny. You bought the game. You know, and how about you play it however you like to play it?
Well, yeah.
My turn now. Huh?
As long as you're not playing it in competition
I
or online or something. You know,
Yeah.
people
Oh yeah.
play it.
Yeah. You should never cheat online. But like, it's a bit like, I've never played the
Here I go.
From Software games. But when I do come to play them, I know for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump myself up about 10, 15 levels and then play it normally from there.
Come in, if thou darest.
Just so that
it won't help you.
Just so that it's more balanced.
Yeah. I know what you say, buddy. I swear to God, it won't help you anyway, because even at the end of those games, like a little biatch.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
weakest character kill you in maybe 4 hits on a fully maxed out character.
Yeah. But hopefully by that point, I'll be better at the game, so
Yeah.
then it'll be my fault.
Rain and arrows up on them.
Oh, come on,
My
mate. What are you
turn
vulnerable to?
Yeah, it's not an element or elemental or anything, is it?
Spears. Right. Okay.
My turn.
I bet it is weak to fire just because it's a nice tail. Yeah. Right. Stunned it.
I'll not be defeated.
Also, it's not just like they're weak to certain elements, they're actually weak to certain weapons as well.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
So summon a knight. Hopefully he's got a spear. Has he? No, he's got a sword. Oh! Jesus, he was
Out of
this
my
weak. He
way.
only did 8 damage. Oh, ditch him. Attack.
Fucking hell.
There we go.
And that's that.
He did. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you're saying... But I mean, to be honest, this is a bit unfair because it's with me talking. This is probably the longest bit of, like, dungeon crawling you do, you know, it's really... Unless you wanted to spend a long time in a dungeon, you're only really there for about half an hour.
This is the beginning of your end.
And if you had the right party.
Letting
Yeah.
the hunt beginning.
Like I say, you can totally tell it's a proper homage to like
Lightning,
RPGs.
done my
like.
bidding.
There we go, so that's one down.
Even there, like when as soon as like the fight started earlier, we were like, "Oh, that's nice elemental." That, like, you can just tell.
Out of my way.
So now I've remembered that I've got like a shed load of infinite items just for this. Let's speed up a bit, let's just do a fire.
Take this! And that's that.
Yeah. Yeah. But you didn't cheat.
Yeah, totally not. Do you know what the worst bit is? I've just sort of realised that I've saved my game as well while I was playing along.
Oh.
So if I want to uncheat, I'll have to manipulate the code again to set all the items back down. I'll have to deliberately uncheat to set my game back. I might not bother. I might just keep it on there. But if it ruins the game, it makes it too difficult.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of your end. What?
I'm wondering what there is to see in this cave, because I'm thinking I'm probably in a cave that I'm not meant to be in for the story just yet.
Yeah. Because they're not exactly easy
Take
enemies, are they?
this!
Well, saying that, it
Yeah.
depends on your party, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
What next?
So I'm gonna break him. He's broke.
Thou didst fight
Yeah.
with courage.
But on a side note, I've finished that beer.
Alright.
It
What do you
gets
want to
better.
next?
You get used to the taste. So, yeah, it's not bad. But Christ, that initial taste of charcoal. Jesus. Try it, everyone. Give it a go.
This starting taste of charcoal followed by more charcoal.
Well, it's like I was saying with the full pint intro there. Like, you know, it's that sausage on the barbecue that's been left there for hours and hours. You still eat it. You know, it's just not as nice as the other ones.
Yeah. Right, here we go. So I want to try and just get to the next town where there's a bit of story. So you can see on the world map, for example, where you need to go to.
Right, yeah.
So the next two characters are in this town here. So I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go do Ulbricht's one up here. No, I'm not. I'll do this one over here. What's it in? Quarry Crest. So I'm gonna go down here and then over here. Nope, that was a good start. Wrong way. So the only place you can change your party is in pubs.
Alright, yeah.
Out of my
I was
way.
going to say is it save points, but...
So I think the logic is that when you go into a party, they're waiting for you, like they've gone ahead and they just beat you there, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
which is quite good. That's quite a realistic thing of life. That would be
Yeah.
Alright. Thief skill.
I mean, I would wait in the pub, so...
Exactly. Exactly true to life.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
What
Actually-
next?
Go on, I'm gonna flee. Right. I may as well show you the other guys how they fight. Go to the pub.
Wait, are we in about it in the game, or...?
Just that's it. Just go to the pub now. Get in a fight. It'll be great. Right, remember where the pub is.
Oh,
So do you know
I'm
that
always going to find the
provoke
pub.
action? I'm probably strong enough to fight this guy. There's quite a few guys stood in front of doorways.
Right.
You have to. Oh, so he's obviously a guy I've beaten before.
I mean,
So-
he is an old man.
Yeah,
Letting us begin in.
but a lot of the time, people stood in front of doorways
Letting
are
the
like really
hunt
strong
begin.
guys because they're protected like a treasure in the house.
Yeah.
He is less strong.
I always
Thou
always
didst
like
fight
that
with courage.
that trope of like there in Final Fantasy and stuff where you just go into people's houses, nick all their stuff, and then leave.
Right, here we go. Oh, do you know what? I killed him. I didn't even bother raiding his house. Nothing in there.
There's a pub. Is that a pub?
It probably was. I've just missed it. It's got a little picture of a beer on it. I can't remember where the pub is. Because this is one of the first towns I came to. So it's been like 20 hours since I was here. So let's have a look. Now that's an inn.
Oh, an inn. Well, an inn's a kind of pub.
They are kind of pub. Is that a pub? No. Oh, I remember where it is now. It's in the little scummy area. So this village has like its own little thing where like the poor people live on the bottom. Rich people
Oh,
live
right, yeah.
further up. But luckily the pub's on the bottom. So, you know, people don't care.
Yeah, so they're winning, really.
Right, let's change the party. So I can't change all of them, obviously, but I'm gonna give her as a stripper, scholar. See if we can get out of here. Oh, can't. There's no quick way out. Gonna walk, gonna run. Oh, side quest.
Shut!
I've probably read that. I'll come back.
Nah,
Like I said, a lot of the
it'll be
side quests
fine.
as well, you have to go to the other villages around the world and pick up the stuff. You know, and And it really is, like, you have to use a lot of the path actions, like, you know, talk to people. Because some people are like, oh, I want this book of poems or something like that my father wrote and it was lost and stolen years ago. And you'll talk to someone in a pub and scrutinise them and they'll know a little bit about someone who'll know a book or something. And
Yeah.
you'll find it that way. But it's not just like you wouldn't know if you just talk to them. If you've got the
Can't we
wrong
settle
person in your
this like
party,
gentlemen?
you wouldn't even have that option.
Yeah,
And there's
yeah,
nothing
that's
about
true,
the
yeah.
character that suggests, you know, they're the sort of,
I'm ready.
you just got to be thorough.
Yeah.
So let's do some like
Knighthood, bring your shade.
Is that the stripper?
Come in,
Yeah.
if thou darest.
Yeah.
Thou didst
He
fight
does
with
lots of
courage.
dances for people to put your party or put statuses on the other guys. Right, signpost. Boulder Fall.
Right.
South Boulder Fall past the Clearbrook. Where am I going?
thought you were going to
Quarry
like
Crest.
Quarry or something. Quarry Crest.
Going down.
May I have this dance?
May I have this den?
I am ready.
Good for you. Oh! I recruited like this little lady to come fight me. Item. Dancer skill. Bewildering Grace is quite good.
Curious, aren't you?
Just has a totally random effect.
Oh, right.
Well, okay, that was a bit daft. Put one of
Letting
them
the
to sleep
hunt
and give
begin.
us one boost point. That's alright, I can. Arrow Storm.
Yeah! A
So this is where like
torrent
Hayden
of
and
arrows.
Ulbrich van differ. But they're both fighters, but Hanit
Thou didst fight with courage.
is good at like hitting lots of people at once, whereas Ulbrich's more about doing massive damage to one.
Right, yeah.
Oh Jesus. Wait.
So how far into this would you say you are?
About 20%.
Alright.
Yeah, I've completed everyone's first chapters, so that's 1/4. Yeah, so 25%. There we go.
And that's what, about how many hours?
20 hours.
Oh, right, oh, so yeah, so it's a...
It's a full-on thing. It's still that 100-hour game, but do you know what? It's done in bite size. This is the longest stretch I've ever played it in.
Yeah. I think that's why, with you saying it was bite-sized, I was expecting it to be like, maybe about 30 hours long.
But can you see how, like, do you know, the areas are only like one little bit, and there's a save point at the
Yeah.
start and end of each area. You can just, you know, you're never more than like, you're mid-battle, you're never more than 5 minutes from a save point.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't save. I've already done the damage. I've already saved with 99 of every item.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Standest thou against me? Then be hunted.
I am ready.
So this is you. So I'm gonna try and capture this guy.
Yeah.
Let's be a little bit tactical. So he's weak against axes, eh?
Axes, yeah.
So let's just buff us a little bit. So he looks like nasty.
The
He's a bit
mole
spongy,
dance.
so I'll buff him against being attacked.
What next?
The
Oh,
battle
yeah,
is
yeah.
truly joined.
Here we go. So what can I do? Okay, he's not weak against swords. What do you think he's going to be weak against?
Well, the little rat things.
Yeah, knives. Apparently, because the stripper's she has no physical attack ability. She's just destroyed him. That knife.
All right. You would have thought if you were weak against knives, you're pretty much weak against
Everything.
yeah.
Oh, lightning, smite them down.
Beast might be getting a bit low
What's
now.
next?
5%. So maybe not.
What, 5% left?
No, 5% in.
Oh,
But the
right.
thing is, that's not 5% of their HP's gone. They can be like 99% dead and only ever hit 40% capture rate.
Oh,
something
right,
like that.
okay.
So sometimes you go on to kill, trying to get it higher, and then you kill them. So that's
Yeah.
like, shit.
Yeah.
Everything but your life.
I am ready.
Do some shady dancing.
Have at you.
Yeah, so that guy killed him. He was only 5% capturable, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like maybe 10 at the most.
So that's probably quite a
I
sought
will
after
cut you
creature.
down. With each battle, I
Nah,
grow
didn't manage to
stronger.
capture. So, right, here we go. Oh, lost control. Lost control. There we are, I'm back. So it makes you think sometimes. You see that chest at the back.
Yeah.
How are you going to get to it? It'll be probably round this corner on the left. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah. then go
perspective's
back
quite
round.
unique because it's not a 3D game. Like I say, it makes you think about what the route is to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to stop it here in a second, just when we have a look at this new town. So this is Quarry Crest. So this is what happened. So if you've got the character in your party, oh, that's right, I had business here. It's a bit contrived.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot my mask was 10 stone and I was on a mission. Ah. Yeah. Ah, that's right. So I can either do chapter 2 with Sirius or Tressa.
Right, yeah. Alright,
No,
yeah.
But I can't, so I'm going to run my
Also, you
party.
just select it and then.
Or I can choose not to. You can just be here without.
Yeah.
So like I say, and to be honest, I'll continue the thing. So you'll get a flavour of what's going on just for a second. See how the voice acted is. So it gives you a little recap. So we've left the academy behind in search of the lost home because he's a pedo. The far reaches of hell, its disappearance was a riddle wrapped in a mystery. A riddle that piqued his scholarly curiosity.
Okay. That went deep quick.
Yeah, even suffering the indignity of losing his post was the small price to pay for the opportunity of solving the fascinating puzzle. And so did Cyrus. Or Cyrus.
Cyrus.
Yeah, Cyrus. Come to the Quarry Crest to call upon an old colleague who might just have the answers he seeks. So, this bit's not voice acted.
Mm-hmm.
take another look. What? Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. It's getting mysterious.
You've always been clumsy in matters of the heart is a nice way of saying you've been shagging kids. Just really painted it in the best possible light, basically. But you would do well to give some thought to how you treat the fairest sex. You're more handsome than you give yourself credit for. And you keep handing out Haribo.
God.
Be careful. I don't know whether to read that again. Yeah. I'm scared to think I've been banished from the academy because of a trumped-up scandal like that. Wasn't that trumped up though, was it? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't see pixelated like underage sex or anything, but he was clearly chatting her up. Do you know what I mean? And he got grasped on.
Now you see these women in the dark ways.
Yeah. Doomed to never realise the full depth of my good looks and charisma. Jesus.
Christ. Goes on for a while, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does a bit. Is that two kids getting aroused by him? Jesus. Right. Yeah. So you get the idea.
Yeah.
And we'll save it there. Right. So yeah, that's the game. Any other questions? Because I think I'd definitely rate this game 9 out of 10 on a bad day.
I think that's it. You can definitely tell that it's a callback to the like JRPGs of like, you know, the late 90s.
Yeah, so definitely, guys, go out and give it a try. If you like your classic JRPGs, anything Final Fantasy 1 to 6, you're gonna love it. Absolute guarantee.
Right.
Right. Let's finish that one there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Should we go to the Arsehole Alcove?
Let's do it. Okay, so welcome to this week's Arsehole's Alcove. Dan, I know you've gone absolutely mad on Reddit this week. So I know you've found an entire bevy of arseholes, which you're not going to share all this week, I'm sure. But
no. We'll stick to the 4.
Stick to 4. The cream of the
crop.
crop.
We've got enough for next week already.
That's it.
Right.
Are these the cream of the crop this week and the dregs next week? Or are they all cream of the crop? What's this going on?
I've took a mixture.
Right. Brilliant. Let's get into these arseholes. Come on.
Right. Now, this is something that I myself have kind of related to. But this is just, obviously, this one person's. So, am I the arsehole for not caring about a celebrity death? Right. So... Right, okay, so this is a lass.
Yeah.
And a 12-year-old sister tapped her arm and asked if I remembered someone from a show they've never watched. I said, no. She said he died at 20 from a seizure. Okay. Hell, that's young, isn't it? 20-year-old. A few days ago. I said I didn't know him, so it hasn't really affected me. Told her that it was sad, he died young, didn't really care, since obviously you don't know who it is.
Yeah.
she got really pissed and said I was awful because I didn't care. I got pissed and said that if I cared about everyone who died, I would be a depressingly morbid sap of a human.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, look, there's another 100 people dead. And another. Just...
Yeah. Plus, I pointed out that she would likely do the same thing if a celebrity I like died. To which she got defensive at. Now she's not talking to me. She's just watching TikToks on this poor dude. Watching TikToks.
The hell's a TikTok?
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
I don't think I was rude and simply telling the truth. So this is like basically going to like, you know, because last year was a bad year, wasn't it? For celebrity deaths.
Celebrity deaths, yeah, Jesus. David Bowie.
Yeah.
What's it? Is it Princess Leia?
There was just loads. Snape, didn't he die?
Who died?
Snape, who played Snape? I can't think of his name now.
Oh, Alan Rickman. Yeah. Oh, God! I still remember that from Die Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, God! That's probably the least memorable line from Die Hard, and that's got it in my memory.
I mean, I would say no, they're not the arsehole. Because I'm like this. I agree with this. It's like, I don't know the person personally.
Yeah.
So why should you care about?
No, well, I don't think you can care.
Yeah.
If they were your friend, if you knew them, then yeah. If you're even a passing acquaintance, you can care if you like the person, you know.
Yeah.
Or even if you didn't like the person, but somehow got any level of attachment. But they're not. They're just people on the other side of a telly. You don't know them. They're an actor. I mean, you don't know them, do you? You know their characters.
Yeah.
You might be bummed out that, they won't play that character anymore.
Yeah. I mean, the big one recently that, like, I personally didn't like him as an actor, but loads of people go on about his death is Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Now, personally, he was all right. You know, I mean, he wasn't a bad actor, but I wouldn't rave about him.
Mm.
And I certainly wasn't bothered by his death.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you can totally, like, tip the hat. Like, yeah, absolute. The stuff he did for comedy. You know, he had a big impact on stand-up comedy. You might not agree, like his style. I personally find it, like, full on. It's like stand-up by attrition. It's like just being beaten in the face with, like, joke after joke after joke after joke after joke, you know. It's like, Jesus Christ, you know, like an hour of that, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
You know. But he did a lot for comedy. He helped change and sculpt the stage of stand-up comedy and, like, what was acceptable on TV and panels. And, you know, and this sort of, like, different persona of it. You know, he had a whole brand of that sort of madcap comedian came back. You know what I mean? In that sort of style. She was largely responsible for and popularised. And, you know, he absolutely had a huge impact. You know, and then loads of classic films and whatnot he was in. Yeah, they were great films. And how he died, what was it? He hung himself, didn't he? So, with his own belt off a cupboard door. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. He had vascular dementia, undiagnosed. And I think he knew anyway, so that's why he offed himself. And so he was, you know, he wasn't sort of quite who he was anyway, and he just decided to, kill himself. And that's a tragedy. Do I care about it?
Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it, that we're on about here.
Yeah, the situation is sad. I can respect all the work he's done. I think that's fantastic.
But then, I mean, we're getting sidetracked here on about Robin Williams.
Yeah.
So, but as for this story here, what I've just thought here. So their sister is 12 years old. They've probably never had to deal with, like, death, really.
Oh, is the sister 12? I thought it was an older sister.
No.
She don't know what she's on about.
But then that strikes me as odd. Because if her sister didn't know who the actor was, and she didn't know who it was, why would
neither of them knew? I thought. What? I thought the younger one, the one who's calling the other one an arsehole, she was like a fan of him or something.
Not as far as it says here.
The hell's she on about? Oh damn, that girl needs to toughen up. You know, if you like, I think her older sister's got a point. Jesus, if you're gonna be sad over literally anyone, people you don't even know,
Yeah.
you gotta be. It's like, gotta be dead yourself within a year, wouldn't you? Just be so morbid. Yeah.
Because I was going to say there, maybe she is the arsehole. She could have dealt with it better. But then I suppose she dealt with it the best way. It's just being honest and saying, you know, you can't care about everyone.
Yeah. That's a teachable moment to her sister as well.
Yeah.
You know, exactly. Just got to look after your own mental health, you know what I mean? You can't be... Just, yeah. Just why burden yourself with that? You know?
Yeah, I think I've flipped myself around there. Yeah, I don't think she's the arsehole at all.
Damn right. Number one, sorted. No arseholes here.
Yeah. I thought that would be a quick one.
Is the little sister the arsehole? Nah, you can't really be an arsehole at 12. She doesn't know what she's on about. No arseholes. I'm going to say no arseholes.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon she's just read it in the news, thought her sister might know it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember when we were sort of like 12?
No.
And all the girls, not all the girls, but you know what I mean, a lot of the girls used to argue and cause a lot of drama. And I used to think it's like, partly it was just entertainment for them actually, but I used to think like, why do they even like argue like that? Like big, full on, do you know, big drama arguments. And I used to think it was like a lot of EastEnders and stuff like that, you know, soaps on telly.
Yeah.
That's how the women always get it. You never see just anyone having a civil conversation. It's like, get out my face! You're ruining my life! Oh, do you know what you're not respecting my individuality! Oh, all this stuff. And it's like, I think that's, you know, I think that just loud, shouty way that a lot of girls treat because they're seeing it, and that's just a way they learn how to communicate. It's an emulation of that.
Not even like it's all this like reality TV now where they're the same.
Exactly. Oh, everyone's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. It's so tragic. Is it?
I mean, I've gone out bars and stuff, and you see people, not just women, you know, lads and all that, and they act like they're on these reality TV shows, and I think, like, get a grip.
Yeah. But they're emulating what they see. I know.
Yeah, but, you know, like, they see them, but those reality TV stars are assholes, and they decide, I'm going to be like that.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. Anyway.
Be like us. See us. Emulate us.
Yeah. We're the greatest.
I'd be rich. Step 1, emulate us. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, riches and fame.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So no one's an arsehole there. It's just
Numero dos.
right. Okay. Do. Right, I've actually read this one. So this one's quite long, so I'll try and summarize it. Will I be the arsehole if I ignore my girlfriend and her friends for bullying a girl?
If I ignore them?
Yes.
Will I be the arsehole if I ignore my girlfriend and her friends for being a girl?
No. If I ignore my girlfriend and her friends for bullying a girl.
Oh, so his girlfriend and her friends are bullying another girl?
Yeah.
Oh, tricky one. Read on.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd bring this up because, you know. So, they're both 17. They've been together for 9 months, so less than a year.
Okay.
she's amazing and sweet, and things couldn't be better. There's this other girl who's being bullied by his girlfriend for less than half a year. They've been calling her fat, bitch, all sorts, taunting her in various ways, and while she's denied it, I think that I'm trying not to name names here, so I think that the one who's getting bullied no, hang on. What? Right, okay. So
God, this is
no,
like
I
going
think
back to
he's
school,
mixed the
man,
names up
like,
here.
it's-
Sorry about this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think
go
they've
back to
mixed the
school. This
names
just
up,
reminds me of all the drama, schoolyard drama.
Yeah. So blah 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 blah. She's denied it. Think that his girlfriend or one of their friends spread a rumor saying that she's easy at getting to bed. Right, okay. So he's tried to speak to his girlfriend. She'd get upset, accused him of liking this other lass.
She sounds like a real charmer, this last, doesn't she?
Right. So the reason why he's saying about ignore it is because it's become such a touchy. Sorry, my stutter's coming in.
Touchy subject.
Touchy subject, yes. Now everyone knows I have a stutter.
Yeah. I got you, man. So that was my voiceover. Just seamlessly, I'll just jump in.
So he's basically saying, not ignore them personally, ignore the bullying because it's such a delicate matter for him and his girlfriend. And he doesn't want to complicate his life more.
Yeah.
But then he's saying that they were at the pool and the other lass was there and they wanted to pull a prank on her. So they got some milk and ice lollies and put it in a super soaker after making a sludge from it and then sprayed her with it. Whoa, hang on. That's a misuse of ice lollies.
Yeah. No, I do despair for like teenage girls. They don't know how to do practical jokes either.
No. Right, okay. So, basically, my thoughts on this is you need to get rid of your girlfriend.
What's that?
Well, just because they're there, so like so they're at the pool and they're playing pranks on this lass and stuff like that. I mean, because I'm trying to not name names and stuff. I'm having to like really summarize this. Yeah. But like, it sounds like they are literally just picking on her.
Yeah. I mean, my impression is like they said they're 17. This honestly sounds like 12-year-old shit. You know, just like she's juvenile and she's an idiot. You know what I mean? Like she's 17. Where's he going to be in a year's time? Is he going to be at uni? Or even if he's not, even if he's hanging about, it's like Jesus Christ. He needs to do some growing up, or he's going to grow out of her.
I would say in this situation, I know what he's saying. He's 17. He doesn't really understand relationships yet.
Yeah.
You know? So he doesn't want it to get complicated. Well, right at the beginning it says she's amazing and sweet. Well, obviously not.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't know what he's on about then. If he thinks that's not going to come and back and bite him on the ass, which he already has by the sound of it, when she accused him of sleeping with her.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I probably would have like, I'd have just then went to the other lass and just be like, do you fancy hooking up and piss off my bitch of a girlfriend? Yeah, all right. Just like...
Well, personally, I mean, I'm not a shy person. He might be. I don't know. But I would just be like, right, fuck you, and walk off.
Yeah.
Like, actually cause a scene to the point where she'd be like, "What's the problem?" It's because you're a fucking bitch. You know, like, call her out on it in public and be like, "Right."
I don't think that'd work.
No, it wouldn't work, but it would
No,
prove a point.
I think the calling out in the public, she'd like it because she's obviously. She sounds to me like someone who feeds Under Armour and stare at it. So I wouldn't even give her that. I'd just be like, "Oh, we're not going out anymore, by the way."
That's what I mean. No. When I say fuck off, I mean literally leave.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I'd leave, but I wouldn't even make the scene. I'd just be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
by the
but
way,
you know fine well.
Oh, by the way, no, I broke up. Oh, we're not going out anymore. Just bye."
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know fine well if you leave, they're gonna ask why and all this.
Yeah.
So you might as well embarrass them in public.
No, because then all the little fucking buddies will just gather around her and just be like, bolster her up. Oh, he's a fucking tool. He's yeah.
But I would say that he's being an arsehole there by just ignoring it.
Yeah.
Like you're saying there, if anything, he should fuck her off and be like, go to this other lass and be like, do you know what? Come with me. I'll take you out for a drink. Get away from these fuckers.
Yeah. Simple as that.
Oh yeah, I think he's an arsehole there. He's not the biggest arsehole out of this story.
He's passively arsehole.
Yeah. He's an arsehole for not doing anything.
He's an arsehole by omission of action rather than by like.
Yeah.
So we've had, what was it, arsehole positivity in the last weeks. We've had proactive arseholes. We've had passive arseholes. We've had no arseholes. You know? I think we agree. Yeah, passive arsehole. And what do you do about mates? It's fuck all you can do about mates. It's a cackle of teenage girls. They're just hilarious to like shit. Brush them off.
Yeah, you need to get rid of that straight away.
Because if that's the type of stuff, I mean, everyone gets a pass when they're a kid, but you know that's the type of destructive behaviour. Like you stick around that for too long, it's the type of stuff that you start to think's okay.
Yeah,
adulthood. It's just like you know, it's like, I used to have a lot of parents like this, just like, you know, you're talking to them the way they used to argue in like the playground. Oh, you're a fucking slag, Jenny. Oh, I think you're looking at my man. Like in front of like 50 to 100 kids in the playground. You're like, you are literally trash, mate. Like, you know, it's just like, what's wrong with you? Like, if, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I thought someone was like banging my wife or something like that, you know what I mean? Today, I'm doing it in the playground in front of kids.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. If anything, you go and kick the bloody door in at their home, you know what I mean? That's what you do, isn't it? But it's like, you know, you just like, some people just feed on the drama of it, you know what I mean?
I reckon it's like you're saying, it's people watching like reality TV and like soaps and stuff and think that's how society is.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can literally just, I mean, like men, what we mainly do if we have a problem with someone is we go to the pub where we know they'll be, we chat about it, we order a pint.
Yeah.
If it's not resolved, then we have a punch up.
No.
If it's resolved, we have a few shots.
Do you know what, right? I'm going to be disparaging it, and this is, I can't really talk from personal experience too much. But it's like, because I've been a teacher and you've been a skilled worker, like, you know, you're on a level of people who've got like a certain level of intelligence about them, or at least, I mean, or at least like they can get by with people, you know what I mean? Like, in a fucking environment, you know what I mean? Just trust me, teachers aren't. Just not, you know. Anyway, just like, oh, you must be so smart to teach those children about, I don't know, fucking 5 + 2 and vowels and shit. You know, but it's like, anyway, but I had this explained to me, like a guy who ran his own groundwork company, you know, so a lot of manual labour, a lot of unskilled labourers.
Yeah.
And this is not a shit on someone because of an unskilled labourer, but he said there's a lot of environment in that. And he says, you know, you're dealing with 30, 40-year-old guys. Oh, Terry, he's looking at me funny. You want to tell him if he's been looking at me funny across the site? Like, No, he hadn't. You know, even if he has, he's all the way over fucking there.
He's been looking at the
Ignore
clock.
him.
That's what he's been looking at.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, he's got to fucking start something here. He's got to, it's fucking bang out. He's bang out. Right?
Mind you, you do get this in pubs.
Yeah.
Where like you know what I mean, you'll see like a group of lads or something, and you'll always get one who's like the arsehole.
Yeah.
And you can see him like eyeing people up and stuff, and like just edging for a fight. You think like, chill out.
Yeah. Oh. That's it. Well, I was. He's somewhere as well. As another guy like this, like I say, it was down at the job centre. I had to go there because, believe it or not, I had a child 14 months ago. I've not been claiming child benefit, which everybody as long as you're earning under 50,000 quid a year is entitled to. If you've got a kid, I haven't been claiming it, so I didn't know it fucking existed. Right? I'd child tax credit. I was like, that must be what it is. It's a child thing. I was getting £8 a month. I was like, that's a bit shit. Right. Anyway, found out about child benefit. Oh, you have to go down to the job centre to prove with your birth certificate and like, here's my baby. It looks like you're going to get her a tiny job. Like, you know, she's been lying about the house. She's fucking around, not really achieving anything. Let's get her some work. Those Chinese kids in sweatshops know how to sew trainers by now. Went down there, and anyway, there was this guy at the counter, typical tit, you know, he's like 40s odd, you know, and he was filling out the thing and was like, I know that bouncer there, he's an ex-copper, like, he nicked me once, he's fucking looking at me, I'll get him out, I'm gonna make a fucking complaint, I'm not standing for this, no, it's like, you know what I mean, like, why? You know, so you go over there, he nicked you fucking how many years ago? Like, alright, you're clearly out.
Yeah.
Why even make a scene? Why even mention it? He's on the other side of the bastard room. He sees you. He knows you. You know him.
He probably
Is
doesn't
he saying anything?
You.
No.
It's been that many people. He's like,
yeah. And if he's a copper, he's probably nicked about 10,000 people in his career. You know what I mean? It was obviously a shite copper, otherwise he wouldn't be a friggin' security guard in a friggin' job centre.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well,
He'd still be a copper.
It's probably because it pays better.
This is true, actually, yeah. It's not what it used to be, is it? Old coppering, Jesus. Yeah. There's, so there's that. You know, it's too much drama, man. Some people love drama. Go on, arsehole number 3, please.
Anyway. Right.
Number 3, please, Bob.
Oh, fucking hell, this one's long. But the title says it all, so... Am I the arsehole for ordering off the children's menu? No. is the basic answer there.
Context, I am 5. No, bollocks that.
Right, this is really long, so let me summarise this.
Was that number 3?
Yeah.
I think it was. Am I that's it? Go on.
Yeah, we've been sidetracked a lot by talking about just arseholes in general, really.
Oh, this is still number 3, what you were about to talk about, this long one.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right, I thought you meant we'd just done number 3. How are the arsehole for Tail for Chill's menu? No. Done. Right, go on.
Right, okay, so cousin's birthday, they're in their early 20s, high-end meal. Okay, he suffers with allergies. So he doesn't eat meat or fish. Okay.
Yeah.
He'd already checked through the menu.
What, before they turned up?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Why did they go?
So it was something that he's never heard of before. And because of his allergies, he didn't want to risk it. Yeah. As he's gone in, I can't say that word.
Anaphylactic shock, yeah.
That one.
That's the one.
So Yep, so kids menu generally has less allergens, so his sister suggested why not order off that. Oh, and he could eat basically, when he looked at the menu, he could eat basically anything off that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sorts out his allergies and stuff and why he doesn't want to order. Okay. So when the food came to the table, everyone was asking him what he'd ordered, as they refer to him as a difficult eater.
Who's everyone?
Sorry?
Who's everyone?
Oh, because it was a birthday meal.
For him?
For his cousin.
Okay.
I'm sure I said that. Or maybe I didn't.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I've got you on quiet here for the speakers, but go on, yeah, go on.
So once he'd said he'd ordered from the children's menu, his oldest cousin, not the birthday boy, and my aunt and uncle started to go off about how I'd taken the attention off my cousin for his birthday. What? And I'm sat there saying, you're the ones asking me what I'm eating and making a big deal over it. Okay, so...
People like drama again.
Well,
this is a
it looks
theme.
like it, doesn't it?
We've definitely got a theme running through these week, haven't we? Drama,
Yeah.
people.
Not on purpose, just...
Like, if he'd stood up and went, I want fish fingers! And beans!
Yeah.
And like started lobbing them up the table.
Like,
yeah, they'd probably have a case. But, you know, short of that.
This sounds like they had to order the food before they went for the meal, which I fucking hate, to be honest. I understand it at venues, like weddings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if it's just going for a meal on a birthday, order it there and then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this sounds like they've had to order it beforehand. So he's looked at the menu, chose from the kids' menu because of his allergies. And then when the food's turned up at the table, they've all like been like, oh, why are you eating that? And then they're saying you're taking attention off the birthday boy. What, for ordering a meal that I can fucking eat?
Yeah. Do you know what would take a lot of attention off the birthday boy? Going into anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
Spazzing out like fucking couldn't breathe, you know?
I mean...
God, he's just such an attention seeker. Couldn't breathe.
Like there at the funeral.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him. Hugging all the attention now.
Yeah. Fucking blue.
Like, what?
They just sound like numpties, but who do you want to...
But, yeah. I don't know why you'd even, like, have a go at someone for what they've ordered.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a birthday.
You might make a joke about it.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say, oh, you're being an attention seeker, would you?
Yeah.
Because I've got fucking turkey dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the arsehole at all, is he?
No, that's all. Reminds me, like, the situations with weddings and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, you know, where people can get around it, oh, you've taken attention off the bride. And I was like, yeah, that's a once in a lifetime. Well, you aim it for it to be a once in a lifetime thing anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, and there's a lot of money gone into that, you know what I mean? A birthday, everyone's chucking in like 25 quid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a lot of birthdays. That's even if it was stealing attention, which it literally isn't at all.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's family.
Yeah.
Okay, it's extended family, but like they must know that he has allergies.
Yeah. People just think he's making it up.
Yeah,
But
probably.
if he was, like, I've ordered off the children's menu, not often, purely because, like, you know, like, you don't get this body by having small portions, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but I've ordered off the children's menu before, and it's like, not because I ain't got an allergy, just like, oh, I can have, like, 2 things off the children's menu for, like, a £5, you know, and it's just like, oh, right, let's have that.
Mind you, I've had it before where I've ordered off the vegetarian menu.
Yeah.
Because, like, it literally sounded nicer.
Yeah.
And I've had someone go to me, like, a vegetarian. No. Why are you ordering off that menu? The fuck does it matter to you?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, close one. I mean, medically, I do know that if I eat vegetables, you know, I'll actually, like, implode. So nice save, Mick. Jesus, I don't know what I was thinking. You know. Yeah, people like it. So again, I think just people love drama. What's number 4? Get me on number 4. I bet that's a drama one.
Are you on an agenda this week or something? Just with people and drama.
Yeah, it's not me. You bring me what it is, and it's like, yeah, you bring me drama. You bring me a platter full of people who clearly love drama. I'm gonna, you know, connect the dots, aren't I?
You got a board up.
Yeah, like the little strings all coming together on a pinboard. Like there's me, like fucking Beautiful Mind. Like
That reminds me, I've just finished reading the Silmarillion.
Aye.
Fuck me, man. You need about 4 of those boards up to finish that fucker. Jesus.
Well, the thing is, it was never even meant to be a cohesive thing. He changed his ideas about halfway through, and then like forgot. He retconned some and forgot to retcon the others, and then died.
I mean, the thing with the Silmarillion, right, is it wouldn't be too bad if everyone kept the same name.
Yeah. They just
basically, it's like basically like you've got the beginning of the Silmarillion, right? Which is this is how I know we're proper sidetracking here, but fuck it, we're going this way now, right? Which basically says how the world was created, right?
That's it.
Right? And then the elves came along and renamed everything.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the elves. And then it gets even better. In the short stories of, like, the men.
Yeah.
And, like, the great elves and stuff who, you know, did great deeds and stuff. They have, like, 5 nicknames that you have to remember because they keep referencing back to one of the older names or a different name. You're like...
That's
just
like you've got a flow chart of everything going on.
Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on the Silmarillion. It can get fucked. That's what it can do.
Masterpiece, my ass.
Anyway, right.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Was it Tolkien didn't publish that, did he? It was his son, wasn't it?
I believe so. I believe it was the same with Unfinished Tales as well. I think that was his son.
Yeah. Couldn't even be asked to finish them. Just like...
Well, they're more like tales of, like... Well, again, they've got, like, tales of, like, great deeds of men and elves and stuff. Which is also...
Did finish. Was it Children of Herne or something? Or was that one he did finish?
Doesn't ring a bell with me.
I feel like I said the Children of Herne or something like that. Where I think he almost finished it and then, like, his kids finished it off.
But then...
Published it. Yeah.
Probably had about fucking 20 names for one guy. So.
Yeah, so what's your son's name? Well, we were going to call him Melkor Llywelyn, by the way, but me and his mum call him Steve McJobbyface. And then, like, his brothers and sisters all call him Big Jim.
Yeah.
So what's his actual name? I don't know, ask this elf over here.
He renamed it.
Yeah, ask Elvin Pete. He'll know. Yeah, right. Number 4, please.
Okay. Am I the arsehole for getting a masseuse reprimanded and possibly fired for her comments on my wife? Okay.
Depends what the comments were. If she just
My wife has a skin disorder called... I'm not going to pronounce that.
Oh, but give it a go because it counts on which one this is. What's the name of it?
Hidradenitis suppurativa?
Right.
Yeah, we'll go
so
with that.
hang on a second. Hang on a second. Right, and I'm going to just have to look this up. Yep, crack on.
Okay, one of the caveats of this condition is she can't really wear deodorant, as it God, I'm struggling with words this week. Exact. It makes the symptoms worse.
Yeah. It fucks her up.
She bathes multiple times a day to counter this, but it's not always enough. Okay. So we got some coupons for free massages on Christmas and decided to use them the other day. Mine went well, although I doubt the merit of massages, as I feel the same before as I did after. You're getting a shit massage then, mate. Because I fucking love massages.
Yeah.
My wife, when hers was done, left the parlour without saying a word, waited in the car. Okay. Apparently, her masseuse said, "You probably have diabetes because of your smell." Wow. Which killed the mood for my wife. Oh, fucking shit. She doesn't have diabetes. Obviously, it's this condition.
Okay, so I've just popped up on the screen here, just so for everyone at home, so we know what we're dealing with here, this skin condition.
Are they holes in the skin?
Yeah, it looks almost like a mucousy infected sort of area. This is stage 3. Stage 1 could look like this.
Okay.
Oh, here we are. You can see that.
Lovely.
2 seconds, let me just get it up there. Stage 1. It's almost like infected pores, isn't it? Just they get manky.
Yeah, like a cyst or something there.
Yeah. Nasty. And there's another one. There we are. Ugh.
Anyway,
Nasty.
hope you're enjoying this, everyone.
Yeah. Nasty stuff. Okay, yeah, crack on.
Right, okay. So, I phoned the parlour today and told them my concerns and that it's not right for a masseuse to make these kind of comments. They're not a medical professional, and how can she make that kind of remark when she doesn't know my wife's medical history or situation? They said they'd handle it and were as shocked as us. All right, oh, okay, so he doesn't know what the outcome is. As he's saying, I wonder what the outcome will be. But someone who makes comments like that shouldn't be in that kind of industry. Okay.
So what's it? Is he the arsehole for Repper? No, she shouldn't be saying shit like that. I really doubt she's been fired if that's the first time. You know, you don't get fired for stuff like that. You know what I mean?
The thing is,
not for a single account. You'll get pulled up on it, but yeah.
I've been for quite a lot of massages because I have problems with my back and stuff, and
yeah,
you know, it helps. And every masseuse I've been to has always asked if you have a skin condition.
Yeah.
Now, why did that masseuse not know that she had that? Because
that's a good point, isn't it?
If you didn't know what it was, you're a masseuse, you'd look it up.
Yeah.
You'd do your research.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
know all the stuff. You'd find out if it was painful. Should you touch it? Should you not? Is it going to infect you? Do you need to wear gloves? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because then you'd you could still do the massage. You'd use gloves.
Yeah.
You know, if it's virus or something.
Yeah.
Viral, that's the word I was thinking of. So it kind of seems like they've gone to a really shit massage place here. Because even he said his massage wasn't great. And they obviously haven't asked about any skin disorders.
Just like, I don't know. Is it a sort of happy ending type massage parlour? I don't know. Just.
But then they got it as a gift, as a Christmas present. I wouldn't imagine, like, you know,
Mrs. Chower's lucky house of.
yeah, would give away, like, you know, Christmas coupons.
Hey, la, he come twice a year. Oh, baby. Is it the asshole? No. But
I think the masseuse is an arsehole.
yeah.
Because for one thing, they're obviously not doing their job properly.
Yeah.
And secondly, you wouldn't just assume that someone's got fucking diabetes because of the smell.
To be honest, I didn't even know like really bad smell was a symptom of diabetes. It's not, is it? It's a secondary symptom. Do you know, yeah, you sweat or something like that, you might be smelly if you don't have a shower. But it's not a direct thing, like you have diabetes, you stink.
I think it's more, you know, I can't remember what it's called now, but you know, like where it can get like really bad and stuff, and like I know someone who had to have the leg cut off.
Oh yes, I had one parent who had to lose the leg as well.
Mm.
And like I say, I know what you mean. Like it did smell, so you had to have that wrapped up, and like the bandages changed a lot. I mean,
yeah.
that's not a symptom of. That's still not a symptom. That's a secondary symptom in that.
The
symptom of diabetes is your leg will fucking suppurate and like be fucking dying. You know what I mean? The rotting flesh on you.
Shall we get rid of that guy's arsehole in the background?
Yeah. No, that's not dying. That armpit's dying up there, mate. Have we seen that? Fucking. Oh, Jesus, this guy's got it on his face.
Oh. Terrible.
That's some Shaun of the Dead shit, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ah. That's it. You just have to give up on, like... You have to give up on romance if you had that, wouldn't you? So there's no, like, who's going to stick the tongue in that?
Necrophiliacs?
Do you know what? That was now a reminder to me. You're right. There's always someone out there. Oh, go on, baby. Just lie really still. Hold your breath. Oh, fuck yeah. Loving it. Just licking it up and down.
Oh.
Ah, you love it when I put my fucking tongue in your buttholes. Oh. I love the pussy. By which I mean puss.
Turn.
Body positivity. We're all about body positivity here. Doesn't matter what's going on. There's always someone out there who's got the hots for you. That's good. I think that was a lovely positive message we took out of that.
Yes.
If your face looks like shit, it's like it's fucking melting off. There's people who'll still find you attractive. Don't worry about it. It'll be great. So you have to lie still every now and again. He might, ladies, he might buy you a box, a coffin. He likes you to lie in every so often just to get the thing. But every cloud.
Yep.
He'll probably buy that up front. You won't have to be worrying about that when you come and die. For real. It's all covered.
Oh, that'd be weird.
On your own coffin?
Buried in your sex box.
What thing better to get buried in?
I don't know.
Just say you had like
I suppose only you two would know it was the well, not sex box, sex coffin.
sex coffin, yeah.
I suppose everyone else wouldn't know.
You know.
Well.
Yeah. I think that'd be touching. You know? Just say you had a lucky pair of socks you wore every time you shagged or something like that. Yeah, it'd be nice to wear them. It's at your funeral, wouldn't it? Get buried in them. Probably not your wank sock. You know what I mean? If you'd had the same sock for like 70 years.
Is that even
That's stuck on there good.
good?
It's the fucking crispiest looking sock. Oh, yeah. That's
Right,
all
let's get away from that.
Yeah, there's no clever segue off of that, is there? Just like talking about that. Right. So let's review these albums. I don't think. Do you know what I will say about that masseuse? You probably like drama. just one of them people. Dan. I think that's a clear connection. No, maybe not.
See, it's obviously a proper place because he phoned up the parlour. So I think it's just an unprofessional, maybe even a trainee.
Yeah. It does just sound like someone who's just speaking without thinking about it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, in a tit way. Like, and you wouldn't even say it in a general conversation way, would you?
No.
So it's like, perhaps they just sound like a gormless, like you say, like a trainee.
Yeah, maybe.
Working at the type of place who employ someone that gormless.
Yeah. I don't think he's the arsehole. I think
I mean, what did he do? He called him up and said, right, yeah, this is fucking bang out. Which it is. Simple as that.
I just can't understand why they didn't ask about any skin conditions.
Amateur.
Yeah, but even the parlour would have. Do you know what I mean? Not that personal masseuse, but the parlour should have a form.
Yeah. Well, I booked Tish and a mam in for a bloody job. I got this for Mother's Day for him. You know, a massage. Anyway, for 2. And they're going there before they go on holiday. So they've booked it in for like next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I booked this up, you know, about 4 weeks ago. You know, finally got the date nailed down and everything like that. And it was like they asked over the phone. Like my mother, you know, it's like, does your mother-in-law have any skin conditions?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you know, well, last time I stripped her down, you know what I mean? It was like, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you'd know if it was a medical condition.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but, you know. Right. But the point is, they asked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well in advance.
No, yeah. I think they've gone to some dodgy place here.
Yeah. But wait.
Saying that, we don't know where it is.
It's true. It's like in Bangkok.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
To be honest, if it was Bangkok, you wouldn't even bother complaining, or would you?
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's the arsehole at all.
Nah. No, wrap the ball on that. We're done.
Yeah. Loads of drama.
How many arseholes did we have? Did we have any arseholes this week?
The
boyfriend, he was the arsehole, wasn't he? He was a passive arsehole.
Not a direct arsehole, but an arsehole by not acting.
Exactly. Right. Okay, shall we move into our final segment? Weed News of the Week.
Yeah.
Let's have it. So, for this week, we've got a couple of stories we've been working on. Dan, I know you've got a especially topical story, but I think we're going to start with some of the low-hanging sort of fruit I've got this week, some of the more light-hearted ones we've got this week. So I wanted to share with you story number 1, which was... Now, I'll see what you think about this one. Hearse driver tries to use carpool lane with deceased passenger. Now, to me, this sounds quite clever, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest. The Nevada Highway Patrol, of course it's America, the Nevada Highway Patrol has a deadly serious message. You can only use the carpool lane if all passengers are living. Officials made a public service announcement on Monday after they pulled over a man driving a hearse in the HOV lane in Las Vegas. The driver, who hasn't been identified, told the trooper, Travis Smaker, he assumed that the body he was transporting to a funeral brought him in compliance with the lane requirements of 2 or more occupants per vehicle, according to the Associated Press, that is. Did he have him in the box or just like sat in the passenger seat?
It sounds like it's in the coffin.
Ah, I mean, I thought he just took him out for a last ride, sat him in the passenger seat, buckled him in. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but this begs the question. Like what's it called? When does a fetus become a person?
Yeah.
Right? And the whole thing on
32.
Abortion, right?
Yeah.
When does a person stop becoming a person then?
Yeah. So it was towards death, you mean? When do they stop being? Yeah. Oh man, this is. Shall we go the deep philosophical route? I think I would say, yeah, it's got to be brain death, hasn't it?
Well,
Trying to think of a situation where it wouldn't apply.
I mean, if we're going to argue that, then we could argue euthanasia.
What, against it, you mean, because the brain's still alive? Or, like, you should be pro euthanasia? What are you thinking?
Well, yeah. If you're saying that if it's brain dead, right?
Yeah.
A brain death, sorry.
Yeah.
Then that should mean that if someone's brain dead, you can euthanize them.
Yeah, totally.
Because then they're not a person anymore.
Yeah.
According
Totally,
to what you're saying.
Yeah. Totally in favour of that. Yeah. Like I say, the tricky bit comes is identifying brain death, like medically, because there's one of the criteria initially. I mean, I think this was on telly. It's probably a QI fact, something like this.
Probably, yeah.
But there's basically they'll say like they monitor for brain signals, in a CT scanner. If someone's in a coma and brain dead, all these things, and they basically got a jelly, literally a jelly, and put it and wired it up and put it in the scanner, and it gave out the same signals like as someone who was like, technically it would qualify as alive. So they were like, oh shit. So all the people have been keeping, for God knows how long, hooked up on machines, assuming they were alive. There's still brain activity. There wasn't. They'd say it's not enough, but it is still brain activity. But this same readings can be given out just by a jelly sat on a sun plate. So they're like, oh Jesus, like it's obviously not enough. Their criteria, whatever they had, just wasn't enough. Because like, a jelly is definitely dead. You know what I mean? And it's
Are we talking jelly as in the food?
the food, not a jellyfish.
Right.
A jelly.
I was just
It's
making sure there
strawberry
because
trifle jelly.
for any American viewers, they might be thinking of a pot of jam.
Oh yeah. No, not
I
jam.
was
Jam's
so I was
definitely
just
dead.
making sure there. What we're talking about. What do Americans call that?
Oh, Jello.
Jello. Right. We're
Yeah.
talking about Jello
Yeah.
when we say jelly.
Yeah, so Jello. No. This is, you know. But, yeah, so I'd say, what does a person stop becoming a person? Yeah, brain death. But, good luck identifying exactly
So
when that is.
that means then in this news story, the state is correct.
Yeah. If he was transporting a coma patient, smuggling one across the border or something, totally fine.
So, right.
Okay. So that was it, really.
But his argument is opposite to that. His argument is they are still a person.
What, you would say they are still a person?
No, I'm saying his argument is. I agree with you, actually.
Uh,
But that's his argument.
Now,
I can totally imagine if this went to court, that would be his defence.
yeah.
When do you call
Yeah.
a person not a person?
Now, it depends what culture you're from as well. So you all know about brain death and stuff. But, like,
Yeah.
you see, if you were, like, South American cultures, like, you know, Maya and Aztecs, a lot of them, like, had Days of the Dead and stuff, didn't they? Do you know, where they used to dig up, or they used to mummify their, like, ancestors, didn't they? And they'd bring them
Yeah.
out every year.
Yeah,
At the party, you know, like you've been dead 40 years. We'll dig him out the cupboard. He'd stick him, pop him in a chair,
yeah.
give him a cigar, put him, like they'd serve food for him and everything.
That'll be all right.
Yeah. So if they can do that, Jesus, they can certainly just be a passenger in a carpool lane, can't they?
Does it say what ethnic origin he is?
Let me have a look. Oh, it doesn't say what ethnic the driver was, no. Nah. But he got off with a warning.
Well, I suppose that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Aw. I think he should have got off. Imagine, is it just encouraging more people to keep a corpse in their car?
Come on, what's a warning, really? It's nothing, is it? Like, don't do that again. Yo.
Yeah. Don't be bringing no more corpses. Just like the carpool lane. Oh,
He's just sat there thinking, I've got fucking loads of corpses back here, mate. My house.
Do you want one? Do you want one? You could be in you could be every week. Cut your journey time in half. No problem. You know? Some people just, you know, they don't pay for their funeral. They just get broke, you know? Bodies lying around. Can't keep them in the freezer all the time. Oh, my sister used to work at a funeral place, and she was saying one of the worst bits, you know, about doing a funerals was if someone, you know, the bless of the family just couldn't afford the funeral, and you know, sometimes you'd have them in the freezer for like 6 months, and they then when they come to do the burial, you know, you'd be on the thing and you'd try to be as swift as possible while they were thawing out, because as soon as they started thawing, they'd leak through the gaps in the coffin and onto your shoulders and stuff, the pallbearers and whatnot. And so because they're just like no structural integrity left at that point, you know, just like, you know, she said that was grim, you know, so you'd see them with like the plastic sheaths on their shoulders and stuff, and like on the coffin, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, what about formaldehyde? She was like, yeah, Jesus, that's an expensive process. You don't just, people just don't get formaldehyde, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn. Okay. I thought that's what they did. Like, nope. Yeah. Anyway,
on to brighter topics.
Yeah. So, so like I say, light-hearted stuff of the week. Oh, this is it. Right. Eating champion. Joey Chestnut. Of course,
Joey,
that's his name.
wow, what a name! Wow, is that his actual name?
It is.
Really? Or
Eating
is that
champion
like...
Joey Chestnut showed how he chews up the competition. The legendary glutton, who will attempt to win his 12th Nathan's hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July, reviewed the training exercises he does in a clip on ESPN.
Fucking hell!
Posted Tuesday from the documentary The Good, the Bad and the Hungry.
Hey, that's a good name.
Chestnut chewed a ball, bobbed his head up and down with a weight dangling from his mouth, and breathed deeply to produce what sounded like extended burps. Even if it seems weird, it seems to be working. He devoured 74 hot dogs last year. That's not that impressive. I could eat way more than 74 hot dogs in a year.
What? I missed that, sorry.
Yeah, it's just the way it was phrased. He says, even if the prep seems weird, it seems to be working. Chestnut devoured a record 74 hot dogs last year.
Right, yeah.
I can definitely imagine that. In fairness, that was in 10 minutes.
Fucking
Right,
hell.
here you go. Do you want to see? I'll show you the clip. I'll show you the clip.
Oh, right. Is this one of those where they have to do the pies or something?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, like, what are they eating where it has to do
Oh,
weightlifting.
Jesus.
Whoa! That's not a burger.
I want to do this now. Some records in the US. Corn eating contest? Jesus. 61 ears of corn in 12 minutes. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
13 apple pies in 8 minutes. No, not McDonald's pies as well. But that's like 7 thick burgers in 10 minutes. Pancake eating, I would mess that. I would destroy that. 50 pancakes in 10 minutes.
Ah, but it'll be American pancakes.
Yeah, easy. Piece of cake, man. Oh, oyster eating contest. Oh. 468 oysters in 8 minutes. Oh. Here we go.
So
that helps him push the food down, apparently.
Right.
Everything's true. I have no idea what that's doing for him. That's just... Oh, so it must just be strengthening his jaw.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we're not very judgmental, but he looks like someone who can only achieve one thing in life, doesn't he?
Yeah. He achieved it. What the... He's making these, like, gulping sounds. Oh, he's burping. He's trying to burp, like... Like that.
Oh.
Oh, packing, mate.
It's because I wasn't expecting it. That's all it was.
No, I'm not saying to you packing. I'm telling him packing. Like, you don't need to do that.
Nah.
Yeah, I get the distinct impression that is his life.
Yeah. He looks so amateur, though, doesn't he? Like,
mind you, a lot of the really star eating contest people are really thin, aren't they?
are they?
Yeah. Pies, not so much. But any that's like a speed, do you know, it tends to be like amount of foods and amount of time. Yeah, that tends to be really skinny guys who basically stretch their stomachs and then just starve themselves, almost like basically competitive bulimia. Some stuff.
I mean, one of my other mates, we used to do this quite regular. We'd go out on a night, we'd get hammered, and then not planned or anything, but we always tended to go to one of these challenges, like the next day. Like there was one like a challenge breakfast where it came on like, I know it's hard to judge the size of it, but like a platter like that big.
Yeah, oh Jesus!
It was like a full loaf of, you got like a full loaf of bread, like 2 tins of beans, like 8 sausages, freaking 10 rashers of bacon, and all this.
Oh Jesus!
Because we always did it like hungover, we could never do it.
Yeah. You got to go in prepped, haven't you? That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a good eater, as you can probably tell by the facial features. You
can tell the jaw. You've been lifting up your bags of wheat with your jaw.
But like it was just because we were so hungover, we just could never do it. And mind you, there was one we went to, and it was an onion burger. And I don't like onions. I don't like finely chopped up where you can't wait. It's more for flavouring rather than
an actual lump of it.
Yeah. And it was just all you could taste was onion in this burger, and I went, I can't eat that. Like after like one bite, I was like, can't eat that.
Yeah. Why would you do that? Why would you make a crappy burger? I don't know what you're doing.
Well, exactly. It was just full of onion, basically.
The worst one I've done is eating Connor, and I failed it as well. Yeah, I finished 6 chicken wings in 10 minutes, but they were like insanely spicy.
Oh yeah.
And that was just like, that was not worth it. I was in agony for about half an hour.
Yeah.
That was.
It's that thing though, isn't it? Because we used to go out quite regular, a group of mates, and we'd go for meals, and we'd go to different places and stuff. And there was this one place we went to, a Mexican place, and they had these hot wings on, and we ordered like 1 plate for the table, so we all got 1. And none of us could eat it. It was that hot. Except for one bloke who ate them all.
Jesus.
He was sat there going, hey, these are nice. And then he ordered another plate for himself. We just looked at him and were like, are you fucking mental, you?
It's just...
But he liked it. He liked the taste.
Is he one of these people who orders those like Val curries? What are they? Is it VAAL or whatever it is, you know? Which is hotter than a Vindaloo.
Yeah, I mean... Like... The thing is, no, he doesn't like hot curries.
Okay.
I don't know, it must be like a different type of spice or something that was on him.
Do you know what there is? Because I'm not too... After bloody Malaysia, I'm not so bad with like chili spice and...
yeah.
Do you know, like that actual chili, fiery bastard spice. I'm not too bad with that. You know, I've got quite a tolerance for that still now. But you know, and jalapeno chilies and things like that, I mean, they're nothing now, you know. But there's but like Indian spice.
Yeah,
it's different. I
think it's different things.
I'm not too bad with Indian spice, but it gets me a lot faster than like the jalapenos and the chilies do.
Yeah, I'm the same. If I have like a curry, like an Indian curry or something, I have like tend to be like or mild. But like I can eat a chili raw.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me. Well, you know, it's hot, but it's not like
it's different, isn't it? It's like it's surface heat. Whereas like an Indian one, it'll penetrate you. It's not as hot, but it's in you.
I mean, I remember once, man, I'm telling all the stories today. The same guy I used to do the food challenges with.
Yeah.
We were hungover, and we just went into my local bar. And for some reason, there was a guy there with a box of chilies.
As you do.
You know, I always seem to get the weirdos. And
Also, he wasn't selling them like in a pub. He was just
No,
sat
no,
with
they were
lots of
just-
chili.
he just got them. So we decided we'd have a chili and a pint. And we did. We just sat there and we had a chili and a pint. And then once we finished that pint, we got another chili and a pint.
Yeah.
And like the guy, I knew him. I knew the guy who had the chilies. You know, he was sound guy.
Yeah.
Dennis, if you must know, for anyone who's watching who I know.
Dennis, the sound chili guy.
And yeah, he was a bit like, why are you eating chilies and drinking beer? We had nothing else to do.
You're the one who bringing the chilies. Don't ask me questions, chili man.
Yeah, we
Shut
do
up
all
and
sorts of mental stuff.
Stand
like
there and give me more
food-wise.
chilies. Aw.
Anyway, any more news stories?
I got one more, I think. Let's have a look. I got influencers have been swimming in a toxic dump lake for Instagram. So, let's
Okay.
have a look. Right, load up the words. So, pictures make it look pristine and a beautiful sea with azure waters like you'd find in the Caribbean. So, no wonder influencers. Do you know what annoys me? Instagram. Have you seen these Instagram influencers? No,
I don't
I'm
use
not on
Instagram.
so I've never
I
seen
don't.
them. So they annoy the
Understand
shit out of me. It's yeah. Do you know they're just all about getting a perfect photo and stuff? Yeah. And you see them like they're like wanting photos in a poppy field, so they like trample and destroy this poppy field just so they can get like one photo and then walk off and then like knackered up an absolute load of space, you know. It's like right. Anyway, so no wonders influencers are flocking to this lake in Russia. There's just one problem. It's actually a dump for harmful ash from a nearby thermonuclear power station.
Okay.
Its bright blue colour comes from the metal oxides and calcium salts dissolved in the water. The Russian power plant, which owns the lake, urged people to stop swimming in pursuit of the perfect picture.
No. Urge them.
Yeah, it's like I like that in Russia. It was like, you should not do this. This make you very bad. This is like, no. You should like say, I tried. It's like they will get the cancer now. Idiot. Siberian generating company warned online, you cannot swim in the ash dump. The water in it has high alkaline environment. Skin touched with such water will cause an allergic reaction. It's got the tweet there, all in Russian, so that's not going to help.
Yep.
Yep, lots of tweets, all in Russian. They said the bottom of the lake was extremely muddy and that getting out is almost impossible. In capital letters, they urged, therefore we ask you very much that in your quest for a selfie, you do not fall down into the ash dump. This is the biggest risk.
That's the biggest risk, right?
This is biggest risk. You will die. This is fact. And everyone will say you are a very stupid man.
Oh.
One man posted a photograph of himself wearing a balaclava and riding an inflatable unicorn in the lake. Clearly not taking the ones too seriously, he wrote, it's not dangerous to swim there. The next Norman, my legs turned slightly red and itched for 2 weeks. But then everything went. Just like, and now you can't have kids.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. But what can you do for the? But what can you not do for the sake of such pictures? He says. You fucking idiot. Oh, the water tastes a bit sour and it looks like chalk. This guy deserves to be fucking sterile. Sorry.
Wow.
He knew about it. I thought he was just like totally ignorant about it, you know, so he couldn't be blamed rather than he's an actual moron.
Wow.
So far, the publicity seems to be attracting even more influencers to the lake. An Instagram account dedicated to finding those people who took the pictures has so far found at least 200 influencers who've been there.
You know what?
Jesus.
I like this story because this is a story that promotes the culling of idiots.
Yeah. Natural selection in
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
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 It's like really important that you drink as much of the water there while you can, as you can while you're there. Just chug it, bathe in it, swill your nuts in it. Just really make sure that everything turns red and stingy. That's how you get the best stuff from it.
Yeah. You need to swim at least an hour every day. Every day.
Don't forget to take that selfie.
Christ.
Anyway, that's probably a good segue into your talking about drinking water. Yeah, I know you'd got one to finish up with, haven't you?
Well, I'll let you go for it, but this is one that I found. Yeah, I was just sat having a drink the other day, and I thought, we have to do this. So go on, Adam. I'll let you tell the news story.
Well, tell the story.
Oh yeah, go on.
Oh God! Oh, right. Well, the thing is, I don't know much about this story, so we're gonna have to.
I don't.
What's the story? No, I'm joking. Good show. We need of know the story. No.
Streamline.
So, the story is, I mean, this has been in sort of like quite on the mainstream news as well. This one, it's just sort of so weird. Is it? Yeah, I've seen it in a couple of sort of places on the BBC and whatnot. So basically, there's this girl says who is paying $30 for the gamer girl Belle Delphine's bathwater. Delphine, 19, a social media star with an enormous global following, was mocked for the sale, but it sold out quickly. Belle Delphine, the social media star and so-called gamer girl, made headlines this week for selling her used bathwater online. Delphine, 19, who has a global following of 4.2 million on Instagram, announced she would be selling $30 bottles of her bathwater for all you thirsty gamer boys in an Instagram post. Yeah. Thirsty in a different way, man.
Yeah, I know what it means.
Yeah. In an Instagram post that garnered more than 500,000 likes. Although the sale was wildly mocked, the bottles of bathwater sold out immediately.
What?
But who? God, she must be some hot piece of that. Like, she's not that attractive. She's all right, you know. It's like
I don't know.
I don't know how attractive you'd have to be for me to like be sucking on your cooch water. You know what I mean? It's like, do you know, like you used to have those expressions. Like,
I don't think any level of attractiveness.
Exactly. It's almost like those expressions you used to get. Do you know, like, drink a gallon of your piss just to see where it come from. You know what I mean? Just that sort of.
Yeah, but no.
The point of those expressions is they're sort of like.
Oh yeah.
No one believes it, but apparently there are people out there who would. Obviously. So
who is this Belle?
We'll find out. We'll find out. She's the type of girl who's fun and outgoing and has a sense of humour, whilst also being really pretty. Yeah.
Right.
One fan told The Guardian via Instagram, "I can't really explain the bathwater. I think it's more of a talking piece. For a vast majority, I think it's just merchandise."
No,
although her stunt,
she was doing.
Can't you just fill up a bottle of your own bathwater and just pretend you got one if you were that sad? Like, it's wanted people to know you were that sad.
But then would you get connoisseurs?
No, you probably do. You know.
Open it up. No. This has a hint of cock. This is.
I mean, do you know, I've got to come clean, Dan. I've got to come clean. The reason I know is I actually bought a bottle of this. What she didn't explain That $30 is good value. You know, not a little bottle, full litre and a half bottle, and for bonus, they didn't explain. That's just not bathwater. She was on a period that week, you know, so no fucking problem, mate. Just like, you know, it's all bag.
Think of all the proteins.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you reckon we could like bottle up our shower water? Because I don't have a bath.
Yeah, I don't have a bath either. How are we going to collect it? We're just going to have to stand there with a cup under our nuts, under our sacks, just gathering the runoff, bailing it out one at a time into a vat.
Yeah. Yeah, that would work.
Or we bung up the plug hole, get like a funnel and a siphon, just running it off. That's what we do. There we are.
Yeah.
Plan.
Yeah, would anyone be interested in buying? I'll tell you what, £5.
Yeah.
£5, and we'll sell bottles of our shower water.
Yeah, you know, £5. You know, 4.2 million. We sell 4.2 million of those. Yeah. Not too bad.
Yeah.
£30, Jesus.
In fact, yeah, we're selling 2 products because you can have my shower water or your shower water. I wonder which one would sell out first.
It's like, right, let's see what goes on with this. Delphine told The Guardian, lots of people would comment on my photos saying they would drink my bathwater. I was thinking of ideas one day, and it just popped into my head. What if I actually bottled up and sold my bathwater? Alright. The bathwater sale comes in the wake of an array of strange stunts. Delphine has stuck googly eyes on a dead octopus, eaten photographs of her followers and other internet personalities, and filmed herself eating raw eggs. That's not fucking...
Okay.
Amateur shit. I'm worse than that. Delphine once trolled her followers by promising to create a Pornhub account, only to then upload non-explicit videos of herself performing everyday activities. Yeah, power to her, actually. That's a great one. Each pun playing off common tropes found in pornography. One video, Belle Delphine gets scissored, showed Delphine demurely cutting up paper with a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
She said, I'm lucky, I can do crazy things and get to see the world react to it. And there's definitely enjoyment in that, even if it's sometimes a little scary. I get a bigger reaction to the Waiwada content, but I think it's only possible because I make risque content. Oh, Jesus, how long is this? Her actions may seem dubious and nonsensical, but her porn-light style exists on the cusp of an adult industry. Foundering in the... Foundering? What the fuck is foundering?
I don't know.
Floundering, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
In the face of freely available content. Her tongue-in-cheek approach to the world of not suitable for work content has allowed her to carve out a niche and colossal social media following. And all without going outside the parameters of what she's comfortable with.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Okay, fair enough. But what's more worrying here is who the fuck's buying this water?
Yeah. One YouTuber posted a video of him making macaroni cheese with her bathwater.
Oh.
He said, I'm not a fan of Belle Delphine, by the way. What? I just bought it so I could make a video out of it. Fuck. So this is like a big YouTube circle jerk.
Yeah.
Delphine charges up to £25,000 a month for access to her exclusive lewd Snapchat content and boasts over 4,000 followers on Patreon. Jesus.
All right.
We're in the wrong game, mate. Right, fuck. Bathwater. Oh,
Oh man, we're gonna have to
come on, $2.5 grand a month. This is all yours, Albert. Oh, you can have it all.
Honestly, I only just learned how to fucking pixel things out.
Yeah. Jesus. You know, I'm quite frankly, I'm jealous of her. I'm not gonna lie now at this point. I think she's played a power move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like even they've said there in the article, she's doing things that she's comfortable doing. So
Yeah.
more power to her if people are stupid enough to do it.
Yeah.
Pay the money.
Oh man.
I wish we could get some stupid people to pay us some money.
If you're watching us and you're stupid, please buy our bathwater. You know. You know, it doesn't have to be, but if you're intelligent and a smart and discerning guy, please feel free to buy my used toilet paper. Just like, which is what I just... Actually, no, fuck that. I'm saving that up. What can we buy? My new fragrance, or the pit. Just like white meat sock or whatever we pay on it. There we
You
are.
can have my empty beer bottles.
Hey! That's actually worth, well, no money, but just, you know. Oh, but Dan's real mouth has been on this.
Exactly, you
Oh,
see?
get my tongue round his rim.
But it hasn't because I use a pint glass, so...
Yeah.
But I've held them.
I've
held
almost been near his mouth.
it.
Ooh. Perhaps you could start, do you know, if they pay more, you pay 30 quid, you'll start using your mouth on the bottle.
Yeah.
If they pay 50 quid, you'll tongue it lightly. It goes out. 100 quid, you know, a bottle is sticking up your ass as well, just like before it goes out. Yeah.
Just the tip.
Yeah. You better not hope you get 500,000 of them, otherwise you'll have to lick an ass like a wizard slave, wouldn't you? 500,000 bottles. Oh,
Okay. I wouldn't have to work, so...
yeah, true. You just sit, well, not sit on your money because your ass would be in tatters, but you'd be in traction just in your massive piles of cash where you never have to do anything again. All from ass bottle money. I mean, in fairness, if you wanted to get me in on that, that's only $250,000 each. You know, that's
Hey, but it's enough to buy a house.
Yeah.
It's enough to buy a decent house.
No, especially for like 30 quid each as well. So what's that? $250,000, so that's 7.5 million quid each.
That's what I mean. Buy a few houses, you alright?
Yeah.
Set for life.
Jesus. This is the type of following we need. Get subscribing, bitches. Just like, come back next week to see how.
Right there.
This is quite depressing. This is like where we need to be. We're just like, I was happy just shooting the shit, doing some content, you know. Just chatting to you, Dad, you know, for the internet to enjoy. Now this is what we could be achieving if we took ourselves more seriously. 19.
Yeah, this is the serious chat.
Right. Can we compete with hot 19-year-olds? Just like, you know, who
Right.
basically do semi-porn. Not enough bears on the internet. Would you go gay for pay? I don't know why anyone asks this. Anyone would go gay for pay.
Depends how much the pay was, obviously.
That's what I mean. It's like the old joke, isn't it? You know, just like, you know, the whole guy goes, approaches a woman in a bar, says, "Hey, excuse me, I think you're beautiful. You know, I know you're married, but I'll give you $10 million if you sleep with me tonight." Anyway, and she goes, "Okay, yeah, great." He says, "Right, okay, he's come to my room," comes up the room. Anyway, he hands her what was it, $500. He says, "Right, here we are, getting a bed." She said, "Oh no, you promised me $10 million." No, he says, we've already established what type of woman you are. Now we're just negotiating price.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but yeah, but anyone would do it.
I mean,
I've
right
had this
there,
before.
you're saying, right, would you go gay for pay, right?
Yeah.
But nobody enjoys the job anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's just another day at work, really, isn't it? You're not enjoying it.
Yeah. I was having
You
this
just get paid.
discussion with thing. It's like, I was like, mate, it's like, on about, you know, prostitutes and stuff. I was like, it's not when they're making like what, £1,000 quid, £2,000 a day, as long as they're the ones that were doing it right. And you're like, dude, like, what possible problem do you have with that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like they've got it in control. They're not on drugs or anything. The ones who are doing it straight down the line, you know what I mean? They're doing it for themselves. They've got a plan. It's like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We all prostitute ourselves. What's worse, laying on your back for like a couple of days a week, your evenings a week or whatever, right? Getting paid extortionate amounts of money that'll set you up for the rest of your life, or working a fucking 9 to 5, like for fucking till you basically your body's fucked up and broken, and you just, you know, you get a nice few years of retirement before you just fucking kicked into the grave. And yeah, that's what we need. Sorry, man. got dark and existential on that shit. It's like
we seem to, every single thing we've come up with this week seems to have gone off topic. So
yeah, that's the theme. We like too much drama. That's what it is.
too much drama.
Yeah, it's so we're going off topic. Right, so yeah, basically, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Had a good look at the game. Sorted all our arseholes in a row. Found out all those people just like drama, you know.
Just drama people.
Just like drama, that's all it was. And we found out, you know, you can drive with dead people, eat a lot of food.
Sell some bathwater.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right. You can thank us all later for this these public service announcements. But I know for a fact we've improved your life with all this information. So, you know, to repay us, I think the very least you can do really is, you know, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll see you all next week. Bye.